Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break with Sip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
And Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
This is Early Break with Sip and Jake, sponsored by Gaina Trucking.
After being down by 17, Heartbreak City. Holy mackerel. From the corner, and it's over. Gonzaga, the flipper still fits. They win it, 73-72. Look at the clock, and when you're sleepless in Seattle, why not get a little kiss? Gus! Oh, Major Onions! Nicholas, the senior, with 2 seconds. Here it goes for the win! Maryland has done it! Maryland on to the second round in a most heroic finish.
Good morning. You've made it to Christmas morning, part 2, I guess, or part 1 of the year. Early Break with Sip and Jake, Bill Busch, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen in the house. It is day 1 of March Madness. Now, we've counted, yesterday and Tuesday as, the first 4 is the actual start of the tournament.
And you're in the tournament.
You are in. But the round of 64 begins today. Whew. One of the best 4-day stretches, probably the best 4-day stretches of
4-day
sports
consecutive.
of the year.
Yes, that
Starts today.
agreed.
Thank you for that opening.
You're welcome. I'll do it 7 o'clock, too.
That helps your
You'll
mood.
have it today and tomorrow, because that's all we do here.
I love that pounding of a basketball on a floor. It
Yeah.
always sounds good.
Which you wouldn't get from a tartan floor.
No,
No, you
No,
would not.
no, just-
No, you would
but you
not
could
get
hear it
that.
on that.
Yeah.
At one point, you could hear that pound.
You
Boom,
did.
Boom.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful sound.
Hopefully, we have some more calls like that happen today. Some epic buzzer beaters, some upsets possibly
That'd
in
be fun. Wouldn't
college basketball.
That'd be super fun. It's going to be fun. I mean, I just look at we're talking about the first round today and the slate of games. And I was looking at it. I was just like, wow, all games are today? All these games? I thought, I want to see a couple of them.
He forgets how the tournament
Well,
works.
I was
Half
just
the
going to
games
say,
are Thursday,
it's been
half
like
the
this
games-
since 1985. It's been exactly like this since 1985.
I
The
was
number
so
of games played on Thursday, number of
taken
games on
aback.
Friday. It's identical. It's identical
more
to
about
1985.
how
And you're
many.
just like, whoa,
How many-
wow, look at this. There's a game, then there's another game.
And another
Yeah.
game. But it was more. All right.
Anyway, yeah,
it came out wrong. It was more about how many,
Willows.
how many games I'm interested in. I thought there might be a
I hope
couple.
all of them. I
A
hope
couple.
all.
No,
of
not
them.
all. I'm not.
I guess
interested.
the 1 in 16s
Yeah.
aren't really that
I'm
exciting.
not. There's a few I'm not interested.
But there's, and we'll get to this later in trivia, but there have been 2, and there's been 15s that beat 2s recently in the tournament. So you always look past them. Don't look past all the 2s and 15
Okay.
games.
Yeah, I'm all very interested in the Big Ten teams. Very interested. I mean, this is going to be a great day.
It is going to be a great day.
And it's going to be a great day for you at Buffalo.
You
Wings.
can join
Yes.
us at Buffalo Wings and Rings. Doors open at 10:30. Now, we'll be on the air at 10, but doors open at 10:30. The first 64 people in the door, and it's always a line. It's always a line. We'll have a chance to get a ping pong ball. We did that on the other day in the show. But if you get a ping pong ball at Wings and Rings and your team is in the Final Four, goes to the finals or wins it all, those top 4 teams will win big prizes courtesy of us and Wings and Rings. But it's also just a great time.
prizes, too.
Great prizes.
Great
All right.
prizes.
Do you know what the grand prize is?
Well, we got a lot of gift cards. We got a cooler in there, and we got more stuff to be announced. But there's a lot of stuff going on at Wings and Rings. For
Hand to
prizes.
God.
Yeah.
Hand to God.
So join us today and tomorrow. We'll be there also. St. Patrick's Day green beers, I've been told, will be flowing
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. Wings and Rings.
Same way in O'Neill, the capital,
Hey,
Irish capital.
they
of
will be
Nebraska.
there.
Okay. So that's a good setup. Nice job.
Thank
That
you.
was that song.
Thank
was
you to
great.
Wings and Rings too. Yeah.
Also,
Hey, that's a great place.
also, can we go thanks to Jake? We
Yes.
talked about this. Jake runs the show.
Oh, God.
I mean, he runs the
Trust
program.
us.
He's running this Wings and Rings basically by himself. But when we come in here, things are organized. We don't have a producer in here today.
It's
Jake's-
remarkable.
Jake's
I get a little
handles
surly
everything.
those days.
The coffee's always ready.
I gotta tell you something.
Everything. It's phenomenal. What he
It's
does here.
remarkable.
Yeah.
What he does, for instance, that nobody, I mean, I just have come to take for granted. like after a basketball game, the box score will be sitting there. There's a base.
Well, I do that myself.
After a
mostly.
baseball
I've had
series,
a couple off.
there's a baseball box
Yeah.
scores from the entire series.
Right now we have the bracket right in front of us. Jake
Right
did
back
that.
every day.
I figured you guys would probably want that since we're
The
it's
rundown.
bracket
Just
day.
coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
Do you have
Coffee
your
talk.
coffee?
My coffee's over there. It's
Does Bill
full.
has his coffee?
We all have our coffee.
Let's talk.
Let's talk. Now, Bill said he had an idle chit chat he wanted to get to before we get to the game. So, Bill, what was on your mind today?
We just finished it. How great Jake is.
Oh no,
Oh,
I don't
was
know.
a-
We don't need to talk.
Yeah.
about
I got
Yeah.
Willie Nelson's story.
Oh.
Okay.
It's tax season.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
dad does tax.
my dad is working like 20 hours a day right
Yeah.
now.
Willie Nelson, there
Yep.
was a point where he owed 86 million to the IRS.
86 mil.
No problem.
No problem.
Waylon
No big whoop.
Pocket change, right? Come on.
Waylon was taken aback by it though, and was saying to him, Willie, this is serious. I mean, you owe $86 million to the IRS. How are you going to handle this? And Willie just said, if you say it really fast, it doesn't sound that bad. I thought that was super funny. You say it really fast, it doesn't sound that
But what
bad.
if you don't, Willie?
But he paid it back. He paid it back in full.
Yep.
Went on tour.
Length of time? One time?
It didn't take him that long to pay it back.
Well, he's very wealthy.
Bill, you got me.
Can you imagine?
That was me, Bill.
So you, which
Not
one's me?
cool, Bill.
Which one's me? Because it's so loud I can't. It's just blowing my.
Not cool, Bill. How about that one?
There you go.
I can't imagine
that?
paying 86 mil
Too
at any
much.
time for anything. $86 million
Yeah, he owed 86.
in a short amount of time. You get that
paid
paid
it.
off.
How about being that cool though? That you owe 86. Like I'll make it up.
Yeah.
Just money.
He's like,
Let
if
me
you
see
say
my
it,
checkbook.
Yeah,
real quick.
hang on. I'll do a couple concerts. I'll do a live aid.
Yeah, Farm Aid. Farm Aid around the
For
whole
Willie.
country.
With us for
Willie.
Willie, just for Willie.
For
This is
Willie.
a little different this year,
This is-
farmers. I'm a little bit in a pickle.
It's
I've
Willie
helped you
Aid.
guys out a lot. This is Willie aid. Have a little issue with the taxes.
remember that. If you think things are going bad, just say, if you say it real fast, it doesn't sound that bad.
86
If you
million.
owe 86 million taxes, can you imagine how much money you've made?
Yeah.
If you owed 86 million, it's not like, well, he made 87,000 and you owe 86 of it back. No, you don't.
86 million.
No, you don't.
Hello.
I guess so. Jake would be someone that I would, as a radio host, producer, everything, icon,
Salesman.
salesman, personality, everything. He'd still be the first guy to go to do my taxes. I would trust him.
I would
Ooh,
too.
well,
I would trust him if I said, "Hey, Jake, I'm in a pickle. Do my taxes." Because
I'd
I bet
probably
he
say,
can.
Hey,
I
to
bet he
my
can.
dad, help me out here because he's the expert.
Yeah.
I got people. I've got connections, so
yeah.
you can help me out.
I can
Yeah,
see
you
you.
probably need
You're
it.
smart enough to do it, though. You're the only one
Ooh,
in this in this three-legged stool that you're the only one that has a
Ooh.
chance to be able to
I
do
can
that.
get my papers together.
Yeah.
I can get them
Yeah.
together.
But
But I got to present them to
I would
somebody.
turn my tax stuff in it just in manila envelopes.
Yeah,
just
that's all right.
Well, that's fine.
But,
It's
I would
perfect.
have them all like paper clipped
Yeah.
together and
That's what my
labeled
dad
and all
does.
that
He's
stuff.
got
It's
paper.
like,
He's got the manila
Yeah.
folders. Paper.
Yeah.
That's he's old school
The
guy,
la-
but
the
he's
la-
up with the time still.
Last thing I
Yeah.
want is a damn IRS letter in my mailbox
Yeah.
saying you owe money. That's the last thing in the world I want. I'll be hightailing it to Mexico.
somebody got me.
Tijuana.
Somebody got me with the fake one time. It was like about 8:00
No.
at night. I got a phone call. Yeah, your IRS. We're gonna do this, and if
Who
not,
got
if you
you?
don't pay this, so it was just a scam.
Oh.
But so I called my tax lady. She goes, just so you know, the IRS doesn't call you at 9:00 on a Sunday. They don't do that.
They were doing that a few years ago. There were those calls being made. I got one too, and it freaked me
It
out.
does. It just kind of freaks you out.
Yeah.
And also, it's like, oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Especially like I feel I do everything the right way. That's one rabbit hole I'm not going down. I'm not trying to all of a sudden.
You're fine, Bill.
So if anyone's listening, I do everything right. The IRS
Getting a
is-
little defensive.
Well, everybody's looking at me. I can tell. I can see.
Let's talk about something else. Throw out a topic. Coffee talk. Yeah, throw out a topic. Who's your favorite NCAA tournament announcer? Ian Eagle. Discuss.
No.
Discuss.
There's one clear
Do
answer.
not say Jim Nance.
It's not. No, he's not even to
Okay.
the top 5.
Okay, who?
The answer is Bill Raftery. I know
Okay.
he's an analyst, but Bill Raftery, which we heard in the open, when he said, "Look at the clock. When you're
Right.
sleepless in Seattle, why not get a little kiss?"
Yeah.
Bill, you never know what that man's going to say, and it's
Right.
beautiful every time.
Right.
Bill Raftery is the best. He is
Yeah.
the best of all
So
time.
he's the best
It's not
analyst.
debatable.
Who's your best
Oh, the
play
best
by
that
play?
ever did it.
Play by play.
Okay, he's Ian. He's fancy says Ian, not Ian, but Ian.
He's
Eagle.
good, isn't he?
Ian Eagle is probably the best.
He's really
he
good.
should be the eventual Jim Nance
He's
replacement.
going to be.
Okay, well,
I've read that.
I hope that happens soon.
There was
because
an
Nance has lost his luster.
There was an article in Awful announcing Ian Eagle is going. It sounds like he's the successor
That's good.
to,
I hope it happens soon.
to Jim Nance.
Jim Nance seems disinterested sometimes in what he's doing, both NFL and college basketball.
I'm saying not
Discuss.
disinterested. I think he's probably interested. Maybe just.
I'm
maybe,
just saying, compare him
not,
to like 10,
yeah.
15 years ago. I
Well,
know he's
there's
getting
no-
older, but
there's no one that it's been a steady nosedive since Al McGuire.
fair.
Jeez.
That's fair.
Steady nosedive.
Jeez,
since
that
Al
was
Mc-
1986.
Al McGuire
Whoa.
was unreal.
Been a steady
Yeah, he
day.
was.
It's been down like that. It's also been
So it was Billy
I have-
Packer and McGuire.
yeah. That
It was Billy Packer. Now, Jake, you're too.
Billy Packer just passed away.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're not too young to remember. Do you remember
I
Billy Packer?
recall Billy Packer.
Packer was
yeah,
up
yeah.
until about 10 years ago.
Yes,
wasn't
he was doing broadcasts
Yeah.
in the 2000s. I was
He was
90s,
Packer
2000s.
McGuire was gold standard.
Yeah, that was gold standard.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with Bill.
Yeah, that's
Not
gold
cool,
standard.
Bill. I'm with Bill on this
Yes.
one.
That was gold standard.
No, but come on, there's still pretty good tandems out there.
I have a hard time watching when it gets to the Final Four. I really struggle watching the Final Four when I know that there's no after.
It's painful, yeah.
Actually, it's more the championship game because I know
That's
there's
it.
no more consolation game. They don't
Yeah.
play the consolation.
They had a
game anymore.
consolation game?
Absolutely, they
used to,
did.
yeah.
Oh
It was
yeah,
unbelievable.
Oh yeah, consolation game.
It didn't
So,
get much
The
run,
final
though.
four losers would go
Yes,
play for third
absolutely.
place. Oh, no way.
Absolutely.
They had like a red and white ball too. The red.
It,
should be NIT
it was
ball.
before the other game on Monday.
This must have ended.
It's the same day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you lose on Saturday. You're not
Yeah.
going to play it on Sunday.
That
No
must
one
have
cares
ended
about
in the
It'd be
80s
nice to,
too.
right now we'd go to Josh and ask him to look that up, but Josh isn't here.
yeah, he's
So-
not here.
so
I'm
we
the
can't.
pro-
the producer.
That's me.
That's
Look that up, Jake.
From now on,
You're not. When the third
You're not-
place game?
You're not Jake Sorensen. You're Josh Sorensen.
Yep, today, I
Sorensen.
guess.
Jake
Jake,
Sorensen.
Josh.
But anyway, so I really miss that.
We got.
Consolation.
I
game.
don't recall the.
Absolutely.
I was not alive for this.
Me and Bill were young.
Yeah. Now
Bill and I were
yeah,
young.
it never got play. It never even got TV time. It would just
Show
be,
on
they
TV.
just announced that
Well, just, you know,
and
the game just
Villanova
happened.
and Marquette beat Villanova.
Right.
In the
It
consolation.
was
game.
very
Yeah.
low key. I don't
Yeah.
think it was on TV. It was barely mentioned, like a paragraph in the.
If it wasn't
Local
on TV, it wasn't important then. But Bill misses it still. Missed
I
the
still-
consolation game.
Yeah.
All right.
miss it.
That's
Let's get
Idle
some
Chit
coffee.
Chat, sponsored by Newton's Lawn Care. Call today for a free quote for a 2023 lawn fertilizer program at 402-440-6297. So last night we got our last two teams that made the field of 64.
Well, I've got something on that.
What do you got there, Bill?
Well, hang on. Just keep talking.
Here's the
I gotta go
scores.
to my,
Okay.
my glasses.
Go
Okay,
your class.
in the 16 seeds game, the
Okay.
first game, Fairleigh Dickinson smoked Texas Southern 84-61. Recall, Texas Southern had 20 losses coming in. They were 14-20, won their conference tournament, got blasted by Fairleigh Dickinson. In the nightcap, this game caused Bill to text you and I in the group chat
I'm
saying
very,
Arizona State could have won the Big Ten. They looked incredible last night. They blow out from start to finish Nevada 98-73. Arizona State, they will play TCU tomorrow in the 6-11 game
dangerous.
of the
They'll be a
bracket.
little
They'll be
dangerous.
dangerous.
They're a good looking team. But here's the thing that stood out to me. So
Okay.
I have a photo here. Which I took this from my chair.
Let me
And
see it.
It's Farley
I mean,
From
Dickinson
your chair.
in Texas Southern. So it's that photo right there. And guess what it says in the corner?
What?
It says two things. First four, not playing, also says the East region. They're in
Okay.
the East region.
Okay, I'm with
That
you.
means that they're in the tournament.
Yeah,
So
100
just so everyone knows how this works, it's looked at completely wrong. And I hope
you've
I
made
hope
it clear.
Enrique's listened to me on this one.
And AD was against it
that's
too.
it,
in that,
AD,
yeah.
Yes, I'd like to just cover this one last time. This is not about getting into the party.
It's the-
Everyone's in the party. What there's 68 that are in, and it's musical chairs, and there's only 67 seats to start.
I'm-
And the music starts, and all of a sudden they just start getting tossed out. They get asked to leave the party. They're already
Thanks
in
for
the
coming.
party.
You're gone.
Yeah,
Time
thanks
to
for
leave.
coming. You're in now. Now it's like the also the music's playing, ding 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 ding. Now you're walking around the deal, which I'd love doing. But that, and
Yeah,
also the
yeah.
music stops. You're short one chair short.
Yep.
Yep, so that's how it works.
Dink,
Got-
dink,
you got
dink,
to
It was
go.
the East Region game.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
the best, but I thought the best argument you had was when the field was 64, where the 32 was the
Playing
round-
games. The first games are playing
were
games.
the,
when-
were those playing games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That was,
Yeah. So today and tomorrow are playing games by your guys' 32
Absolutely.
32 team
Absolutely.
tournament standard here.
Absolutely, these are playing games to go to the
The round of 64 is a play.
game.
Okay,
Yeah.
should we cover the Big Ten games first?
Yes,
Jake?
the very first game of today is a Big Ten team. Maryland plays West Virginia.
Okay.
11:15 is that game. You can watch that again at Wings to Rings, or if you don't make it there, that's on CBS. 11:15, Maryland against West Virginia kicks off the tournament, and it's a Big Ten team.
Things will be heating up at Buffalo Wings and Rings. It'll be on.
Yeah.
And
That's an 8-9 game, by the
That's
way.
a critical. Now, there's one where you start off with a who coaches the best early on. Like right now, what's their team? When that be where their wake up time is like that.
Yeah.
Are they coming down?
Bill's
Are
big
they
on
coming
this.
down the elevator? They're ready to go. I mean, are they away?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get ready to go. I've talked to several coaches about this. Football wise, you had that 11 a.m. kickoff.
Mhm.
Yep.
There's a lot of things to get your body going. The stadium's not the same as a
Mhm.
2:30 kickoff
No, it's
or whatever.
not.
It's not the same.
No.
All those things, the same. The energy's not the same in the arena at 11:15 a.m.
No, it won't
It's
be.
just not.
Probably won't be.
No, you're having a Starbucks,
Yeah.
kind of easing into it. One team will be better prepared to start the game
Mentally,
mentally, ready.
emotionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Bob Huggins versus Kevin Willard in
Thank
that
you.
match. Bob
Yes.
Huggins, long time, a
Huggy
lot
Bear.
of success in the tournament.
How would you like to have your name just be called
Huggy Bear. It's a
Don't you
great-
just? I mean, that's a great name. Imagine that would imagine me at the convention. There's Huggy Bear.
the big man.
I'm gonna give him a shout over there.
That game is
11:15
Okay, thank
CBS.
you. What else
Okay,
you got?
other games in the Big Ten. The next game would be for the Big Ten at 3:30 on TBS. A 9 seed Illinois against 8 seed Arkansas. That is in the West region.
That
Yeah.
is a game I think that goes to the wire. They're very similar.
Do we have 4
teams.
stations going? CBS,
Yeah,
TBS,
so, yep, you have
True. And what's the
CBS, True TV, TNT, and
TNT,
TBS. So
okay.
4 stations today will have all the games, and tomorrow.
Both those teams are good defensively. Both love scoring in transition. I bet it'll be sloppy, but I bet it'll go to the wire. And
I like
won't-
Arkansas.
Okay.
I think
it's
I'm in Arkansas.
Illinois has been scuffling a little bit lately. Now they're in the dance. They've been scuffling. They're not playing their best ball right now. And Arkansas is not either, to be fair. But I like Musselman has made runs in the dance recently. They've made it to the Elite Eight. With I know this team didn't perform like they wanted to this year, but still, Eric Musselman performs well at March Madness. I take Arkansas today. The next game after that, 5:50. There's a little break in the action, but 5:50. Auburn, the 8-9 seed against 8 seed Iowa. Auburn is not playing good basketball.
No.
Now, this is not me trying to support Iowa. I'm just trying to look at the bracket as it is. Iowa is not playing great basketball, but they come in playing better basketball than Auburn at the moment.
Okay.
Auburn had a great start to the season. They didn't end very well.
Pick Iowa.
So if you're going off of that, Iowa is playing better basketball
is that
right
game?
now than Auburn. 5:50 is that
So
game.
don't call Jake at 5:50.
TNT.
5:50 and 8.
No.
Do not call Jake. He's locked in.
He'll have his Hawkeye T-shirt.
I would
underneath.
know.
That's it.
Bill, no Hawkeye T-shirt.
Yeah.
I might wear an Auburn T-shirt. I might.
Don't call him. I won't text you.
No.
No funny text.
At
No.
5:50, I'll say, "Hey guys, I need
Yeah.
a distraction right now because I don't want to watch this Iowa game.
No,
I want to watch this game.
no funny
Go,
text.
go Auburn."
I won't
At
text you.
5:50, I will text
I'm
you
pulling-
guys.
I-
Go
I
Auburn.
want Auburn to win, but I'm with Jake.
War
I
Eagle.
will not shock me to see Iowa win this game. Would
I'm
not
with,
shock
I
me.
can't. I wish I could argue with you,
Yeah.
but I can't. I agree.
And then there's 2 more Big Ten.
I know
teams
this is
today.
amazing. This is amazing.
So you go
Same
the-
as 1985.
at
No.
6:35 on True TV.
Okay.
You'll have 7 seed Northwestern against 10 seed Boise State in the West region.
See,
That's
now-
it. 6:35 True TV.
I've been vocal in saying I think Northwestern is going deep in this tournament. I like their makeup. I think Bill watched Boise State. You kind of like them.
I kind of like them. It'll be a. I would
It'll
still
be
think
war.
I'd still go Northwestern, but I think it'll be a good game. I think this is it for Northwestern needs to enjoy this win,
Okay.
and that's it.
Because if they
Because-
win, they will play UCLA likely, unless they lose to UNC
I don't
Asheville.
mind that matchup. UCLA's down a couple starters. Northwestern's a scary team to me in this tournament. They have Boo Buie, who's a very, he's one of the leading scorers in the Big
Boo
Ten.
Booey's kind of like Huggy Bear.
Yeah.
If
Another
Boo
great name.
Buie,
Yeah.
that's like
And what they have
What's
is
his nickname?
they have those bigs that are good, solid bigs that can get you baskets in key moments. And you know how it goes. It slows down in this tournament. Game slows down a little bit. Northwestern, if they can get by Boise State, watch that game against UCLA. I wouldn't be surprised if they win.
So
Wouldn't
that
be
was
surprised.
6:35, and then the game, the last Big Ten game, and the second to last game of the day in general is one that we are very interested in the studio, and that is 10 seed Penn State
yeah.
against 7 seed Texas A&M, teams that are both playing very well coming in.
Yeah,
Now,
8 of 10 games. Both have won 8 of the last
we
10.
documented on the station, on the show, that Penn State had a lull toward the end of the season. Then they caught
They
fire.
won 8 of 10.
They went to the championship game, lost by just a couple points to Purdue.
67-65.
And 10 seed Penn State against 7 seed A&M. That's at 8:55 tonight.
That's late. I'll be watching that.
That one's gonna-
TBS.
That's tough on us.
A little Bacardi and
that's-
Coke, and I'll be ready to roll.
That'll go, but just about 11 o'clock. That's going to end it. Right around
That's
11.
fine. That's a great. That should be a really evenly matched game. I looked at it this morning. Everybody's saying evenly matched. Now, I always worry about Penn State because they don't have a post, but they're, I don't know. Bill has to. Have you noticed Penn State looks like a football team?
Yeah, they're a good looking team.
They look like a
They're-
football team.
yeah.
And as
they're
you said
big-
before, they have a lot of guys that can score. A lot of scorers.
Well,
at
they
Penn
do.
State.
They're thick.
They have
It's
a
not
lot of
just- it's not
options.
just Jalen
No, they have
Pickett.
4 or 5 options. They do. Pickett's.
I mean, Miles Dredd was a starter, and now he's off the bench.
He can-
That's how deep that team
he can
is.
knock down 3.
He can. Yeah, he can still score.
Yeah.
He's still good. He's
Yeah.
off the bench now, though.
Is that regular Coke or Diet Coke?
I go regular for
Yeah.
sure.
Coke
Sure,
leaded
yeah.
for sure.
Sure.
Leaded Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. That's the best thing. Give as many calories as you can through sugar.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how you do it, Bill. Come on.
Especially late at night.
Tasty. Yeah, it's really good for the body. It's good for
Just-
I mean,
digestion.
me. Jake knows I'm really lightweight, though. I mean,
Lightweight.
one Bacardi Coke and I'm gone.
God, that-
He's half. He has one half margarita. And
Gone.
He says he's gone.
Gone.
A half.
half.
Good
Half.
night. Good night,
Yeah.
everybody.
Well, 5 wings. It all adds up.
Yeah, it all makes sense. Some popular upset games today. Some upset
Okay,
picks.
give him to me.
Game 2. And now you guys might say, "Come on," but this is a common upset. 13 beats 4, oftentimes in the tournament.
Sure.
Furman 13 against 4 seed
Yeah.
Virginia.
Watch that one. Virginia's underwhelming.
Couldn't
team.
agree
I
more.
totally
couldn't
agree.
Couldn't agree
Virginia
more.
does not do it
Because
for me.
first of all, Virginia always allows you to be in the game with how they play.
Yes,
They don't all of a sudden just
They don't
just-
score. A bunch
They don't
of
run
points.
you off
Good
the
take.
court.
Good
They don't
take.
run there.
Yeah,
They
they
allow
don't.
you to always be in the game.
Yeah,
That's right.
they're
Yeah.
comfortable in the 50s.
It won't be at halftime going like, what do we do? We're down 30.
They're
Nope.
no.
Nope. The game's going to be
No.
like, it's going to be like 28-26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're comfortable in the 60s and 50s,
They're-
right?
They're very comfortable in close games like that, which is a testament to their coaching.
And Tony Bennett is a life of the party guy, according to Jake.
He's boring. He's a boring guy.
Tony Bennett.
He looks like the guy though. How's this I just see him in a tuxedo.
Oh, absolutely.
He
so
always looks
smooth.
clean.
He looks clean.
If
He
you
always looks clean. How's he do that?
Could you
It's boring,
imagine?
Joe.
Can you imagine all of a sudden you just walk in a room like that and there's 2 guys and hey, we're going to talk some basketball coaches. 2 guys in tuxes. It's him and Jay Wright. It's
Yeah.
like that's
They look
just
immaculate.
They
They roll out of bed immaculate.
that looks like the Rat Pack. I mean,
Yeah.
What about Mick Cronin in his 3-piece suit?
No.
Is he
Imagine
get-
right in
is
the
he in
middle
the
of
party?
No.
What are
No.
you doing
What
here?
are you doing?
I dress like you guys. I don't care.
How did Cronin get in here?
Now, those guys
Where
can.
the hell did you come
Yeah,
from,
bro.
Mick?
Yeah, those guys roll out of bed and they look good.
They
do.
do.
You're
It's
right,
just,
you're
it's just
right.
like wow.
Yeah.
I think they must do like P90X like all the
Something.
time.
All day.
All
They
day.
do
Just-
skin treatments, right?
Yeah, they're
They
doing.
must do skin
Wake up,
treatment.
P90X. Lunchtime,
Yeah.
P90X.
Yes,
Dinner
yes.
time, P90X.
And then they do some. They
Yeah.
got some skin treatment lotion.
Skin treatment lotion, self tanning.
Yeah.
yeah.
Bennett's tan.
Yeah, he always looks good.
How's Bennett
Yeah,
tan?
he always looks good.
He probably goes to a
So,
salon.
A salon.
Yeah,
Okay.
tanning salon.
Keep going.
Another trendy upset pick: 12 seed Charleston against 5 seed San Diego State.
That is trendy.
Charleston 31-3 record this
So
year.
remember what we
That's
talked
in
about
the,
yesterday with
South
Lee,
region.
Lee Sterling
Yes.
talked to us about the 30-win teams.
Yep.
Were they 11-2, something like that?
I think it was a good
It
record.
was really good. Yeah, it was,
So
it was
Florida
like an
Atlantic-
80% type of thing.
FAU's got 31 wins. Charleston's got 31 wins, and I forget the other team that had 31. Let's see. Somebody Oral Roberts has 30
Job,
wins. They're,
Jake.
they're
Jake's
playing.
on it today.
They're playing Duke today. 12 seed
It's
Oral
just-
Roberts versus 5 seed.
That
Duke.
really upset me because I wanted to take Oral Roberts into the Sweet 16. Then they get a hot Duke
I know.
right out of
Yep,
the
they're-
game. I'm like that's just like
Duke
sickening
slowly
to-
seed. That's a low seed for Duke.
5.
You thought they
Yeah,
might be a
5.
3 or 4. I mean, because they had a.
I thought
ended
they would.
strong.
I thought for sure they were a 4.
I totally
did
agree.
too.
But Bill, I just know this. Billis likes him. Well, I think he's a.
He likes
grad.
Duke.
But I
My
listen
friend
to
Duke.
Billis. I listen.
Yeah,
Yeah, your friend. Duke likes him too.
Yeah, Duke likes
Duke really likes Duke.
Duke likes Duke.
Yeah.
Wow.
Third person.
Don't you listen to Billis? As a rhetorical question, but I mean, I listen to Billis.
Well, no one knows. The madness is crazy every year. So
Yeah.
you can say it looks like that, but it all falls apart typically.
But somebody's-
Yes, he does a very well educated. He's watched it in detail.
right.
But there's just so many things. It's so different than football. It's so different than football.
I agree with Bill, though.
If you had 64 teams, 15's not beating a one. I mean, not beating the 2.
in
it's just
football,
not-
no,
football,
no
it's just not
way,
happening.
no
It'd be
way.
a 40-point game.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Running clock,
You
second
wouldn't even
half.
hear like when a 15
You wouldn't even.
when a 15 plays a 2, You can't wait to watch the game.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that in football. You wouldn't be like, oh man,
because it would be like Washington State against Alabama.
Yeah, or worse, something worse than that.
Yeah.
Even.
Yeah, so San Jose State
versus Alabama. Okay, well, let's just go take it now. Now it's fine.
Yeah. So now Duke, I mean, I did watch them against Virginia. That was that game was on the same night that Iona was playing. So I was watching them both. Yeah, I don't have a big life on Saturday nights. I'm 56 years old.
Okay, it's fine.
I'm actually 55. I'm going backwards. But that's
not how this works.
Yeah,
but
at
this point, I'm
56 years old.
I was thinking about this. Cuban pitchers. You've heard of Cuban pitchers.
Now I don't chit chat.
Cuban pitchers. Cuban pitchers. I've seen this over and over throughout the years. They come over and they say like, "Oh, this kid's like 19 years old." And then like 10 years later, you discovered no, he was 31. He was 31 years old.
That happens.
Yeah.
You're right.
So that really only happened really in the
back in the day.
Little League World
There's
Series.
been a few times.
Midget football.
Never escape it. Never escape it.
Please.
All right,
please.
All right, keep going. And I like Duke. All by way of saying, I watched them. They are long.
See,
they have Jeremy Roach. They have Jeremy Roach is going now. He came back from injury. He's a good guard. They have a long front court. They play great defense. They're a suffocating defensive team. They'll be tough.
This is the kiss of death.
No, it's not.
All three of us believe that Duke's going to win.
I'm changing it up.
Congrats to Oral Roberts on the win.
I'm flipping it right now. I'm taking Oral Roberts.
Are you okay? I'm
taking
not.
Oral Roberts.
Do you
want to have a gentleman's bet?
What's that? Yes.
Okay. That's it. That's the gentleman's bet.
Yeah. The bet is who's a bigger gentleman.
and that's in terms of the upset games. That's probably where we stop. There are one seeds playing. Kansas plays Howard at 1.
Yawn.
Alabama plays Texas A&M Corpus Christi at 1:45.
Yeah, kind of yawn too. Although Corpus Christi has some they're surprisingly athletic.
And Houston plays Northern Kentucky, the Norse, at 8:20. So
that would be big to see.
Three of the one seeds playing.
Sasser, is that the name?
Marcus Sasser.
Marcus Sasser.
Injured, to see if he plays, or do they go, hey, we're going to hold you this game, try to win this one, without you, have him available if needed, because I would think that's what you would.
I tell you what, Bill, we've had this discussion on other things. I hate it when coaches do that. It sends a message to the team like, you can win this one without your guy. But there's a pragmatic element to it. I get it, but
if it's if someone can tell them like through science, hey, if you give him another 48 hours, it's a big difference.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Then not just I wouldn't rest him. It's not like load management. Right. God, it's not load management. Hey, how do you feel? I feel great. We're still going to sit you. No.
Well, if there's science,
yes,
science.
So people know more than us on some things.
I wouldn't say too many people know more than me about it.
There was
about groin injuries. That was the injury. Yeah, so
I don't think I've
that's
ever
your
had a groin
expertise.
Injury. Yeah,
that's your when you're.
I popped my hamstring really bad one time running out of down first baseline in Grand Island. I couldn't believe what I saw. My whole leg was
you looked down as
black and blue the next day. Yeah, that's the first time I ever pulled a hammy. I was flying too. I was flying.
I was like the first thing you have anytime.
I was like Derek Coleman.
Yes,
Derek Coleman. Is that right? Played for St. Louis, stole all those bases. Was that sure?
No, Derek Coleman played power forward for Syracuse.
Who is the Coleman who played for the St. Louis Cardinals?
I think it was Dave Chappelle.
Your track record's a little bad.
I don't know
right
the Coleman that you're talking about.
Come on, Jake.
I don't what the 80s.
Why wouldn't you just go Ricky Henderson? So
thank you. Ricky Henderson would be a great one.
Or
or
Lou Brock.
Lou Brock. That's a better Cardinal than. How about that for the Cardinal? Lou Brock would be right. Yeah, Lou Brock is the one.
I think there's a Derek Coleman that stole bases for the Cardinals.
Vince Coleman, some would say maybe.
Vince Coleman.
Derek Coleman.
Vince
played. Thank you, Kevin. Vince is the answer.
Sorry, there was
not cool, Bill.
There was an Abdul-Jabbar. I think there was a really good baseball player. I know there was. I know there was a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. There's another one.
Oh,
Derek Coleman. I mean, excuse me, Vince Coleman.
There was a
text line got us.
Yes, and YouTube also, both of them.
Nice, good job. Hey, how's the viewership?
Katrinka chimes in.
Katrinka
on Facebook,
our friend.
She says, "Be honest, Sip. You were running like Forrest Gump." Yes.
Katrinka.
The first thing.
What's your name? Patrinka.
Yeah. That's a great name.
Thanks for she's funnier than
Thanks for chiming in. That's awesome.
Thank you, Katrinka. Quickly before we get to break, Nebraska last night in the WNIT beats Missouri State 74-65. Moving on.
Plays the winner of Northern Iowa and Colorado State now. Regional bracket. They don't seed them in the WNIT.
They don't.
No,
Okay.
they don't seed them. So
Man,
congratulations to Amy.
It's a great win.
Congrats
Yeah,
to the
more games going to play with the get. It's a great opportunity.
What's the saying? Making chicken salad out of chicken.
Yeah. Look at Bill. He's like, hey.
No, I wasn't gonna say. No, I was good. I wasn't saying anything.
Okay, well, you never know.
You never
Thank
know.
Thank you for being radio appropriate still.
You're welcome.
Without further ado.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, God, Jake.
Yes. Yes.
We are really packing this opening
no,
segment.
You are.
If you
Jake
missed
is on it today,
if
by
you
the way.
missed
Really on it.
yesterday's show,
Have you noticed?
the NIT scores deserve the Chariots of Fire music. And boy, do we have an update for you.
Yeah.
Last night in the NIT, there were some more upsets.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Teams fell. Teams
One
fell.
seed's gone.
Gone. Here's your scores.
Yeah.
UCF goes into Gainesville and blasts Florida 67-49.
Yeah.
See ya, Gators. Losing
Yeah.
record on the season.
SEC gone.
Oklahoma State beats Youngstown State 69-64. Morehead State beats Clemson.
Big.
One seed.
Morehead State.
68-64.
Teflon was blown away by that. I'm not joking. You see his Twitter.
I saw you retweet him.
Yeah.
They were the
Quote
number
tweeted.
one complaint by everyone that should have been in the tournament was Clemson.
Is that
Talk
right?
about interested or invested.
And they lost
Yeah.
to Morehead State.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big one.
68-64.
That's an 8 versus 1. Good job.
North Texas beats Alcorn State 69-53. Cincinnati over Virginia Tech 81-72.
That was a great game. I watched it. I did. I watched a lot of it.
Your life is about as bad as mine.
Sam Houston beats Santa Clara 58-56. Utah Valley, it's your boys, over New Mexico 83-69.
New Mexico fell.
I called them to win.
Richard Pitino.
Yeah, you did call UT to
He
Utah
did.
Valley.
I got them to win it all.
They beat Richard Pitino.
Yes.
Good
Oh,
stuff.
little Richard.
Little Richard. And finally, Oregon with their ridiculous court, they beat UC Irvine 84-58. I can't imagine playing on that court.
Let the music go a little bit.
Yeah. I just see people running.
In the NIT.
Do I hear dogs?
I don't know what that was.
I heard dogs.
I heard a dog in there.
I heard a dog too.
What was
I
that?
had no idea Chariots of Fire had a dog.
There's dogs
It
in there?
sounded like a dog.
I mean,
There
there
was
could
a
be
dog.
dogs.
I
back
heard.
in-
I heard a dog
I heard
sound. I don't know what that was.
They're following the chariots.
It must have been.
They're yeah.
It'd be great right now if there was two dogs right outside the window. Oh, they're in here. They're in here.
The dogs are actually here.
Sorry about that, guys. Chariots of Fire is fine. We just had two dogs in the studio. Could happen because this thing's unlocked. You can walk in.
That's true. It
You
is
can
true.
walk in right now and be on air within 4 seconds.
We
What's
have-
up, guy? How you doing?
We had
What's
that
your
one.
name?
Hey, we had that incident the one day.
Had a
Where-
situation.
where-
Well,
in the
Sip
bathroom.
came back from the bathroom. He's like, Jake, there was a serious situation. What's going on? I was like, something was in the bathroom. I said, what do you mean something? He's like,
It looked like a wild animal.
yeah. I went over this. It was torn apart.
The
Like
bathroom was
somebody.
torn apart.
Really?
We thought
Somebody
it,
came in.
we think that somebody came in and took a quick, shower in the sink.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because there's no shower in there.
Right.
Right.
Put their head below the sink
Right.
and was trying to clean up and then bounced out of here.
Bounced out. Bounced.
Bounced.
There's
Hey,
toilet,
let's bounce.
there's toilet paper all over the place.
Yeah.
There was paper towels everywhere. I mean, it was a little bit weird.
Yeah.
So I locked the door after that.
Jake locked it.
Did
Locked
he?
the door.
Nice job, Jay.
And I went
Thank
to
you.
and I ran to my
Security is
truck.
a big thing here.
Yes.
No, what we were saying is security's not a big
We
thing.
gotta tell me it is. They don't come in here. Come on.
We need to kind of lay up right there. It's like, hey, I'm going to be on vacation from this week to this week.
Hey, that's good, Jake.
All right. Well, that's a packed first
You
segment.
did good.
We got the tourney, we got the NIT, the WNIT, and Idle
God, I
Chit
almost
Chat. We're all
wish
over
we
the
could do
place.
the NIT thing again in the 7 o'clock.
Maybe
hour.
we will. You never know.
Pump that
I
cherry.
think
We're going to play it till we hear the dogs. 'Cause that really got me.
I think they could follow the chariots.
Yeah.
There could be
Wes
dogs,
says that was Sip's spare-sized raccoon
Yeah.
making the sounds there.
or in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, in the
In the
bathroom.
bathroom,
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
It looked like it could have been an ant.
in the
Yeah.
bear-sized raccoon in the bathroom. How did it open the door to get out?
Don't they have opposable thumbs? Can
They have little
I'd like
hands.
to, if they. I want to watch that.
Raccoons have like little
Hands.
hands.
Can
like
they,
to watch
can they
that
run
happen.
Can they run a doorknob? Can they run a
We should
doorknob?
run a test and
Yes.
see.
That was a great first segment, and Katrinka even weighed in.
Katrinka,
Katrinka, by the way, Katrinka, you were probably in town in Grand Island. It was in Grand Island when I snapped that hammy. I was working in Grand Island at the time.
Yeah.
I spent 6 months in Grand Island, then they ran me out of town.
Oh well.
So you were working at Fauner Park?
No, well, I did work at Fauner Park, but I was working at the Grand Island Independent, covering Fauner Park,
And just playing some baseball?
playing softball.
Softball.
Yeah.
You're trying to leg out a
Yeah.
little bit of softball?
It's not good.
I was
More
running.
next. Early break. Take.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the West. At Acres Equipment, themselves in making the engine smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships, one with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $20 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Mike Shaver here to tell you that Trek CBD has a new name, and it's Boss. It's the same products you've grown to love, just a new name. Spring sports are on the horizon, and Hemp Boss has a variety of products that help calm me down during games and on the golf course so I don't go over the top. And they have a variety of options for you to calm you down before, during, and after any event. Whether you're looking for drinkable Delta 8 seltzers, hemp-derived Delta 9 syrups for your beverages, or anything else, Hemp Boss has it all at 84th and Andermatt. Hemp Boss, naturally healthy CBD.
Let me share something to make life just a little easier. It's just one word, Bryant. If we need service on our furnace or AC, we call Bryant. Same thing goes for an electrical issue. If I have a problem with my faucet, a toilet, a drain, or a water heater, I don't need to know how to fix something. I just need to know who to call. And at our house, it's
Bryant's Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Just one call. 467-1111. Remember, we do whatever it takes.
MWR is dedicated to building affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today, 402-980-5273, or go to MWRbuildingandfence.com.
Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like getting new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best we can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. We're on the brink of spring cleanup for all of our existing customers and have limited spots left. We trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give us a call today at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of ours and get ready for Tailored Life's grand opening in Bennett.
Guys, when we started with Farrell's Body Shaping, I weighed in at over 300 pounds. Now, less than a year later, I'm under 200 pounds for the first time since high school. I'm stronger, I'm healthier, and it all began with the Farrell's 10-week challenge. 10 weeks of kickboxing, strength training, and guided nutrition coaching to help you reach your fitness goals. Their next 10-week challenge begins on April 8th. If you're wanting to change your life like I have, head to theticketfm.com and click on Enroll Now on the homepage. Plus, get a promo code for a discount just for ticket listeners. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping.
Meeting your goal of having a healthy diet has never been easier than with the Venue at Home Healthy Living subscription. Chef-inspired meals that are health-conscious and delivered right to your door every week. All you have to do is heat and eat. We offer delicious entrees, gluten-free pastas, fresh rice bowls, soups, salads, and more. Build your own package as a subscription to receive meals every week, designed to help you meet your dietary goals. Order your custom healthy meal package today at venueathome.com. sheffinspiredmeals.net.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I really enjoyed the text line because when you botched Derek Coleman.
Yeah, Bill got it. Bill was
Power
all over
forward
it.
from
Yeah.
playing the NBA for like 12
Played for
years.
Boeheim.
Yeah.
We had about 20 people texting. It's Vince.
Yeah.
Vince.
Vince.
And they all said Vince. Nobody said like, oh, it's Eric.
No.
Vince Coleman.
Vince Coleman. I was flying down the first base line too, and you know what? I had those coach shorts on. I had yellow coach shorts that Bill knows about. That with the
I'm leaving the program. Got a problem.
What? Oh,
coffee. I guess.
Coffee.
Bill took a sip of his water and then realized this is not coffee. Coffee's in the microwave.
Okay. You know what coach shorts are?
I don't know for sure if I do. If I saw them, I'd say yeah, maybe, but I don't know if I
Bill
can.
talked about them the other day.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this segment
we've not mentioned it all yet. There's a couple absences from Nebraska.
Oh yes,
Bill's departures. Oleg
yes.
Koyenets. No one's really surprised by that. The 7-footer got minimal playing time this year, and Denham Dawson have both decided they're going to enter the transfer portal from Nebraska basketball.
Dawson started 8 games.
Didn't see him a lot the last.
He started 8 games and then went into witness protection.
You didn't see him.
You
never
never
saw
see
him
him
ever
much.
again.
Yeah, but now he's a 6'6", extremely athletic player. That one I look at and think that's the kind of player you can develop into a formidable Big Ten player. I was taken aback by that.
He had some potential, and
I think Oleg had potential too. I know you're not big on that, Jake, but 7-footers don't grow on trees.
They don't, unless you're a
Big guys are hard to find. It's just
Right.
in football. Trust me, it's like you have your big recruiting board up there, and it's like wide receivers like that. Okay, how many guys have we offered? We got 92 on the board. There's 92 of them.
Okay.
From every school you stop at. Hey, what's going on, Coach Busch? Good to see you like that. We got a wide receiver you might want to look at. It's like, oh my, like that. What about 3 techniques? What about nose guard? You got 0 nose guard? You got a big left tackle?
No, wide receiver.
No, we have wide receiver. Yeah, wide receiver and a really tough linebacker. Tough linebacker. Can he run real well? Not real well, but
there's just
the
Jake,
big
how many
bodies are
7-footers
hard.
you see
Big
walking
bodies
around?
are hard to find.
Nebraska's had a couple actually the last few years. I mean, they had Sergei Vucetich, who went to Evansville, didn't play there either. 7-footer. Koyenets, is going somewhere else. Jacob Hammond was about 6'11", 7 foot.
Didn't work out.
Went to a small school after
Highly
that.
recruited Hammond.
So they've had tall players here, 7-footers. They just didn't get the guys that were really developed at all or had potential to become great players.
Dawson,
they all go to Purdue. All the 7'4" guys go to Purdue and succeed there. Isaac Haas, AJ Hammond's back in the day. Now they have Zach Edey. The list goes on and on and on for Purdue.
Where it comes up is just roster management. That's where it comes up. It's like, okay, now there's been a couple more depart from what you were normally expecting. Now I'm sure within the walls of that, Coach Hoiberg had it. They probably knew this was coming, or however it was.
Sure.
But still, it does. It's like, okay, now we got to get 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Now you might hit and maybe upgrade a bunch. You're not sure where that falls at, but it just makes you wish you had guys going like, yeah, they didn't play much, but they're coming along and we're good.
Yeah.
Like that. That's what you wish.
You don't see that as much anymore now. They do, for the record, they have 4 scholarship openings right now. 4 scholarship, but Bill's right. There could be a couple more that it could get to 6 pretty easily, actually. And then I think
that can also be a good thing. It also gives you a chance to change your roster. So it's not a complete negative.
I'm not saying it's a complete negative, but Dawson, I liked what I saw this year from Dawson. I did. He's very athletic.
When he was playing early, I wasn't seeing much of the games.
Okay. You were buried.
This is probably the first time in Fred's tenure that you really don't want a huge change in the roster. Now you're going to have to, because Derek Walker's gone, Griesel's graduated,
and Bandemill's
gone.
He's
so that's
maxed
3 big
eligibility.
pieces. So
it's huge piece.
Understanding that those guys are gone, you don't want to lose a lot because they looked good this year. I mean, they weren't obviously a great team, but they were a good team. And you don't want to turn that over like they have the last 4 years and just have a completely different team every year.
I'm with you. They need to
That's
upgrade.
been the big discussion on a lot of these teams are how many older teams there. There's a lot of fifth-year people playing.
You want to be old.
You want to be old because back when you had all the when the craze was one and done or Fab Five mentality of get these super talented like that. Remember the Fab Five back in the day? What if they just all played 1 year?
Right. No, they didn't though, right?
I know they didn't. That's why my point is that's why they had more of a legacy to themselves. But it's an older team. Like
That's what you want.
You get a bunch of fourth and fifth year guys that are obviously good players, but have been together, all that stuff. Boy, they're tough.
That
to beat.
gives you a lot.
Yeah.
Dawson started 8 games as we covered, eventually moved back and came off the bench. He only played a total of 14 minutes in 5 appearances after those 8 starts. So something went wrong.
Happen.
Right. Something went wrong. Anyway, so that's the news. Thank you, Jake.
Yes.
I don't now that let's just leave it at that. I was going to get into there's a lot of buzz about who Nebraska might bring in from the portal. Could have a local flavor.
Yeah.
I mean, could have
we've heard that.
Yeah, let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
And I heard some buzz last night in Omaha about it. Hello.
Because you were in Omaha, so you were like you were in the eye of the storm.
I was.
You were in Omaha, and you were getting.
I was eating chicken, and I was in the eye of the storm.
Waffles.
And waffles.
And you're right. I mean, you're hearing it right there. I mean,
I'm in it.
Were you in the metro?
I was in the metro.
Oh, okay.
I was eating with a person who played with Hunter, so I was just leaving it at that.
Now you said the name out loud. Hunter Salas. We didn't say the name, and then you just said
a lot of
Hunter. Now
Hunters out there.
Now I guess we have to say it's Hunter Salas.
Could be Hunter.
Could you imagine Sipple running the witness protection program? Then you're going to meet your supervisor, Steve Sipple, to run the witness protection program.
Yeah, that's true. Bill's face. Bill's face is so awesome when I slip up like that.
I'm not talking about the name, but Hunter.
Okay, got it. Now I'm going to send someone.
It's out there.
It's out.
It's out there.
Oh, my God.
The question's out
Be
there.
cool, man. Be cool.
Stop.
Not cool, Sip. Hunter. Not cool, Sip. You're getting the text from my daughter. Not cool, Sip.
Greatest face ever.
Olivia, text him. Not cool, Sip.
When he's aghast with me, it's the greatest face ever.
Sometimes I just can't believe you're a professional in something.
Well, it's borderline.
Unbelievable.
Jake, it's not unbelievable.
I just
the text line has to be just.
It's not unbelievable.
Yeah, but like Bill said, the witness protection would not be your
good like
would not
that.
be your strength.
No, I blow the cover.
Yeah, you would blow the cover bad. It's like
they just don't take it seriously enough.
I'll forward the mail to you.
For those that I got a lot of text coming in here, I will address this right now. If you
Okay,
would like to,
Joe Exotic?
No.
Okay, something else.
All right. For those who would like to be joining the bracket contest, we have a bracket contest. You have to join before 11 a.m. today.
Jeez.
If you don't, then you're going to miss out.
What time is it?
Our bracket on ESPN if you look at my Twitter page at 937 Jake Sorensen's on there. But if you want to go to the ESPN site, it's 93.7 the ticket, 464-5685. So our phone number with the ticket attachment, 93.7 the ticket, 464-5685. That's our bracket name. Join it.
Any
More
dashes
prizes
in there? No dashes?
No dashes.
Just
That's
keep it
straight
simple.
number,
Okay.
464-5685.
One more time, cover that. One more time.
If you want to join the tickets bracket contest, you need to be in before 11 o'clock today.
Central.
The first game's at 11:15. They lock it at 11 o'clock. So get in. It's free. There's no cost, but there are prizes for that as well. 93.7 the ticket, 464-5685 is the bracket on ESPN. If you want to go to my Twitter page at 937 Jake Sorensen, it's at the top of the page there. Enter from there.
You can go to my Twitter page if you want to.
And Sip retweeted it also.
Retweeted it. Thank you, Jake.
At Steven _Simple.
Listen to Jake running the show.
He always runs
running
the show.
the damn tournament.
I'm telling you what, it's electric in here when he's on a heater.
It's
like
electric.
He's
like on a roll.
Yeah, he is.
He's like a shooter.
I like March Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It puts me in a good mood.
I caught the vibe
puts
very
me
much
in
when we had our group text like that. When, Jake, do you want me to fill in for Rick Heyman and do the song a day? No,
I got it.
No, I do a song a day. You don't do a song a day. I like, okay, all right.
Once again, I read it as no. I got this, Bill.
Yeah.
You read it as what?
No, you read it in an attacking tone. It was
I read
definitely
it. I
in
got
the
this.
tone that Sip assumed.
But
Bill
we've
read
caught
it
him in voice
attack.
inflection before.
Yeah.
So
one time.
Yeah. So just so you know,
that was voice, not text. That was a voice. That you actually caught the inflection on the air.
I'm going to post the text and see everybody.
Oh yeah, air our text messages. Please don't
do that. God, Bill, just if there's anything you
I'll
don't do right now.
screenshot it and I'll highlight it in yellow so you can see which one, the area you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, ours are usually okay-ish. Me and Jake do not
don't
air
air
those.
those.
When we come back, Song of the Day and Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Mid-Plains Advisors. Next on Early Break in the Ticket.
Attention KNTK sports fans. The Ashton facility of Nutrient Ag Solutions is now hiring. For job opportunities, phone 402-944-2436. Keith and staff remind you, March 21st is the first day of spring, but it's also the 50th anniversary of Ag Day. There's a national celebration as well. For Ag Day news and events plus registration, go to agday.com. And again, for job opportunities, phone Nutrient Ag Solutions of Ashland, 402-944-2436. Looking forward to making this spring a good season for farms area-wide. Nutrient Ag Solutions, Ashland.
Hey guys, this is Lindsay Teal from Nebraska Golf Team. Imagine golfing the best course in the world. St. Andrews, Pebble Beach, Southern Hills, the best of the best. You can play those courses and more without ever leaving the city of Lincoln at Double Eagle Golf. Double Eagle has the city's best golf simulators, 5 high-quality bays that track ball speed, launch angle, club speed, spin rate, and more to give you the most accurate gameplay. Check it out for yourself year-round. Double Eagle Golf, just 5 minutes from downtown at the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, FXL Weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Rain eventually changing over and mixing with snow by late in the morning into this afternoon, as temps will eventually fall into the mid-30s. North winds could gust over 40 at times. Overnight, partly cloudy with a low of around 23. A mix of sun and clouds tomorrow, still breezy with a high of 40. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Sam Greasel from the Nebraska men's basketball team. I'm here to tell you about my favorite men's store in Nebraska, and that's Gary Michaels Clothiers in Lincoln. When I went off to college, I purchased my suit from them and another when I attended Big Ten Media Day. Their fashion sense, clothing knowledge, and tailoring is unparalleled. Simply said, no one does it better than Gary Clothiers, located in Village Gardens, 56th Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Hopcat exists at the intersection of great beer and delicious food, complemented by music, art, community, and comfort. Home to a best-in-class beer experience served by craft beer experts, guests can expect a casual, inviting local gathering place with some of the best damn burgers and fries you'll find in Lincoln. Hopcat is your pregame headquarters for basketball and volleyball all season long. Hopcat is located at 6th and P in the Haymarket. To plan your next trip to Hopcat, visit www.hopcat.com. MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call. 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the United States. Regular screening can reduce colon cancer deaths by 50%. At-home screening tests, such as the fecal immunochemical test, FIT, can help identify precancerous polyps and prevent colon cancer. FIT is easy to use with no prep needed in the privacy of your own home, and are often free to order from your local county health department. Take a health quiz to know if you are at risk of developing colon cancer. Doing so will help you to protect your family and yourself.
Forget the lame excuses this year. Your boss already knows why you can't make it to work. Join 93.7 The Ticket on Thursday and Friday, March 16th and 17th at Buffalo Wings and Rings at 68th and O for March Mayhem. Come early on Thursday to get a ping pong ball with a lucky team on it. And stay all day for prizes throughout and buzzer beater upsets. And Friday, yeah, enjoy green beers for St. Patrick's Day and day 2 of the NCAA tournament at Buffalo Wings and Rings, 68th and O. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song of the day, Up for the Downstroke by Parliament from 1974. 464-56851 is bad. 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
I felt like you picked that song in honor of Rick Heyman.
I did. So Rick Heyman is not here today. He'll be here next week, though. So
And-
I did that, for Rick.
Your creativity dictates that you can't get lower than a 7. So how much higher is the question? It sounds like they're just jacking around on that song, like they're at IHOP or something. I like
or
it.
Waffle House,
Yeah,
getting pancakes with Bill. And
What's
Waffle
the song called? Get Up?
Up for the Downstroke.
That's amazing.
By Parliament.
That's amazing creativity on their part and your part. So I'm going to give that. I can crawl that to an 8.
Wow, that's
I
surprising.
like the song. It's good.
No.
Everybody get up, get you. Everybody, that'll be on my
There's
mind.
not much to the song because
No.
instrumental break in the middle, and it's just back to Up for the Downstroke.
What was that song you played?
You probably repeated it.
No,
I've not played that one before.
This Shake Your Booty.
Shake your booty.
Shake, 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 shake your booty. You can do it. You can do it well.
Yeah, see, that's the
shake,
lyrics.
shake, 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 shake your booty. That's the lyrics.
It's impressive, yeah. It's impressive. Casey and the Sunshine Band, right?
That's like
Yeah.
Lennon-esque.
Yes.
It's a very, very similar lyrics.
Get up for the downstroke. Everybody get up.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
So I wrote down. So I guess it felt more kind of like walk-up music. Like it was kind of
Okay,
like,
that's a great
it
description.
felt more like kind of like
Walk-up
music, like that. As the party's
No
kind of getting going,
batting.
they're kind of getting going. Just
No, that's
so-
not what he was thinking.
That could be batting music too.
What? Well, I wasn't seen as bad. I see it more of like kind of like the lead in, but then it was. I wasn't seeing it
to
as
a
actually-
party, not to the plate.
Yeah, not to the plate. Yeah, I was not thinking that at all,
He
Jake.
didn't have aluminum
It's
bat
not-
on his
it's
shoulder.
I did not see Allegiant. I did not.
Could you see that in a
I did-
ballpark, though?
I did not
now
see
batting. Bill
Y'all just fine.
up with the downstroke.
Everybody
No.
get up.
Okay, all right.
So
I hear
but
you.
it's just more kind of pre
Party.
That's fine.
free party.
I'm with you now.
If you're out if you're at the Cherry Hut back in the day, you like to hear that music.
Cherry Hut in Lincoln.
In the Cherry Hut in Lincoln, you like to hear that. It's that kind of in between, like what's going on, like everybody's just kind of getting there, and that's playing.
Yeah.
I did write down 9 words repeated 10 times.
Get up.
So I'm thinking about how you said, "Hey, nothing more important than the first lyrics of a song."
Get up for the downstroke.
Everybody get up.
Everybody
I don't know.
get-
Were those the first line of the song?
Yeah,
that was
all they
word.
said.
Oh, that's
That
all
was
they
all.
said.
That's all they said. That
That's
was
what
it.
the lyrics of
That's
the
the whole
song
lyrics
are.
of the entire song. They
Shake
did it
your
with
booty.
what do you guys do for a
Simplicity
song?
here.
I got 9 great words. Just kind of spin this together. That was, and I
Creative
like
gold.
the creativity.
Creative
I like
gold.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with a 6'4".
Wow,
I
okay.
like the vibe. I just like I said.
It's a good
I saw myself at Cherry Hut.
Yeah, you did.
But-
Nobody knows what Cherry Hut is.
Not the baseball park.
No.
Not the stadium.
Yeah,
Now, well, people our age know what the Cherry Hut
there
is.
was the parties at Cherry Hut were
Was that South?
epic.
Was that South? Lincoln?
It was more. It'd be more. Wasn't it more like towards Air Park area out there? Was it
Ooh,
that
was
area?
it really?
I'm not sure.
I don't
Text
know
in on
Cherry-
that
yeah,
one.
If you could help us.
Cherry Hut.
So
Cherry
you
Hut.
you rented this
Yeah.
this venue, which was just it was like a shack,
Yeah.
and there would be parties
There.
all week,
nonstop.
every weekend,
Yeah.
and it'd be rented by maybe fraternities, or
Yeah.
so sometimes all of a sudden at Wesley, be like, hey, yeah, we're going to rent Cherry Hut.
Cherry Hut.
Now
you knew it
but
was
here's
about to
the
go
best
down.
part: it was in a residential area, right in the middle. So the cops came every time. Every time, no one got arrested. It's like,
Without
okay, this is
fail.
over. But it was like there was someone just sitting there on their phone, just waiting to hit 12:01. It's like, boom, cops are coming. But when you went to the Cherry Hut, it was on. That
It
was
was
big.
on.
That
It
was
was on.
big. I'd like to know the exact address of Cherry Hut.
Yeah, let us know if you know Cherry Hut. Where was it?
It was a venue that you rented.
Kent says Cornhusker Highway, so
Cornhusker
that would be Air Park possibly.
Right, could
Well,
be.
that's not Air
That would-
Park.
No,
Yeah,
Cornhusker
really, yeah.
Highway's a little vague. That
Yeah,
could
cool.
encompass
well,
a lot.
if you're going
That's
towards
9 miles.
if you're going towards
9
the
miles.
airport, that's not
Right.
Air Park, but
Right.
I get what you're saying, like West Cornhusker.
I don't know.
possibly.
I know this. There was no GPS and there was no phones. We all got there.
Yeah.
There wasn't like they're like, oh, I missed the party at Cherry Hut. I couldn't find it. Yeah, I did.
Mickey says maybe it was it by the Grove on Cornhusker Highway?
No.
I don't
No.
think so, but I can't.
No,
To be
no.
honest with you, I don't know. The Grove was a great place.
No,
though.
it was
It's
not
still-
by
still
the.
there.
It wasn't
Yeah.
by the Royal Groove.
Grove.
Yeah.
Was it?
It was the Grove. I called it
That-
the
he's-
Grove.
Okay, so
he's
you're
a
just
nut.
making up names.
He's
here.
a nut.
Before we get to Bills thrills, me legalize this real quick. Hang on a second.
Oh yeah, Bill.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
All right, it is day 4 of Bills Thrills, sponsored by Mid Plains Advisors. Dirk, Scott, and Ty are guys at Mid Plains Advisors. Today is parenting tips, Bill.
Cool parenting tips.
Cool
How to
parenting tips.
How to be a cool parent. This is what we got going on today. How to be
Like Fonzie.
yeah, like Fonz, like that. Which is kind of funny. My mom is known as birthday yesterday. Her nickname is the Fonz.
Why is that?
Coolest mom ever. She's been called
Hey.
the Fonz for like 40 years, like that. So
That Fonz was cool.
we're just trying to. What I would like to do. Hopefully yesterday I could paint a picture like everyone they were watching Duke operate.
Should we close our eyes?
I like that they're watching Duke operate. So Duke also said, he hit me up yesterday. He goes, is there any chance besides all these other stories you tell about me, you can tell me about like me running a house, a burning house and saving lives? I go, yeah, that didn't happen. So we can't report on that. If you do that, we'll report on
We'll let
that.
you know.
We'll let you know, but we'll get back to that. But that's never happened like that. And we go deep. Okay, so cool parenting. We got to go back. So now,
Close your eyes,
The
Jake.
small towns, people will get this way better than the city people. So when you're driving around like that, summer now, we're summer, windows down, you're driving around. A lot of just driving around. You just cruise Main Street and you had little areas you always turned around.
Yeah.
And you always went by the pool.
Yeah.
There's a big parking lot by the pool like that. And it was very common just all of a sudden you'd be driving by and all of a sudden just seeing someone, like at 11:30 midnight, just all of a sudden just going off the high board. That was very, very common. Illegal, absolutely.
Pool's closed.
So it was very common that you went all of a sudden like, hey, we going in? And so like that'd be brilliant. This is when Street Legal's not playing. So this is a boring Saturday night,
All
or
right.
like July 22nd,
occupied.
July 22nd, like that.
Okay.
So you always kind of want to know like where are the police at? We only had one, and so usually kind of where he was located, what's going on. So we kind of make a decision.
Yeah.
Are we going? So we kind of circled the wagons on this particular night. So there's probably 18 probably going in. We're all going swimming
To the
like
pool.
That.
Oh,
to the
nice.
pool. We're
Cool.
jumping.
How high is the high
We're
board?
jumping. This is old school high board too. Remember now, if you go to a pool, just 2 low boards.
Well,
This is back when men were men.
That
One
was
high,
fine.
one
There you
low.
go, yeah.
One high,
Gotcha.
one low.
Okay, in the Columbus
And so you just shoot over you crawl to the top of the fence. You're going. There's no vandalism. It's just fun.
just go, yeah.
I'm going to say this right now.
Yeah.
It was boys and girls, and there was some partial nudity. There was some things like that. Things happen like that. So we've been having. So we're making the move. I decide to go in from the from the short end, which would be down by the baby pool, because it was easier. The fence was a little bit lower, so easier in and out. So I had a plan, and we're all down at the one end. So I have my clothes are stashed under a bush down there like that. So everyone in the pool. There's again 18, 20. It's midnight on a Saturday night, July 22nd.
July 22nd.
And everyone's having a blast. We're going off boards. We're doing stuff. It's quick live. You're trying to go as fast as you can, do some stuff right there, and get out, because it's going to happen. It's going to go down.
Yeah,
There's houses around. It's going to go down.
Yeah, somebody's going to come out and say,
which
get out.
We didn't plan very well. They kind of knew it was going down. A little sting operation was set up.
Oh no!
Yeah,
just like at 84th Street.
Same thing at 84th Street. So when all of a sudden, boom, they came. Everyone takes
Who's
off. That'd be the policeman.
Yes,
the popo. Yeah. So when they came, I took off. Everyone takes off running. I jumped the fence. I'm going because you got to get to your clothes. That's the first to get to your clothes. Like that. Just happened to be some law enforcement there waiting. Yeah. So boom. Out of the 18 of us, a couple of us got arrested.
Not shot, just arrested.
Not shot, not arrested like that. So had to get in the police car. Got took up to the courthouse.
Oh God, really?
Took to the courthouse.
Really?
There. Had to make a phone call. They made the phone call like that. That's not good. So
were you soaking wet?
Yeah. So here comes my dad to pick me up. And now it's about 1 a.m. probably.
Okay.
Head basketball, head football, head track coach coming to pick his kid up.
1 o'clock, not happy.
Comes in like that. Doesn't say a word. Gets me, boom, in the car, drive home.
No words.
Doesn't say one word, not a word said. Doesn't drive one, boom, come in.
This is making me uncomfortable in retrospect.
I come in like that. So now to put this in perspective before we get to entering the house like that, the next day, now I'm young, I'm not 16 yet, but I'm going with some older guys, Jay Kaiser and Richard McQuistion. We're going to Minnesota fishing. We're going to Jay Kaiser's sister. It's a big fishing trip. It's all I can't wait. This is huge for me to go on this fishing trip. I loved it. This is big for me. So I go there's my mom. Now mom is the enforcer.
Oh, Sharon.
Mom's
Sharon.
waiting. Yeah, my sister happened to be back from college at the time, but my mom's waiting for me right there. And this will get down to the cool parenting part where she's just like that. So she kind of lays into me pretty good. Again, dad doesn't say a word, just quiet. She lays into me really good. She goes, and don't you even think that you're going on that fishing trip tomorrow. Don't even think you're going on that fishing trip tomorrow. And my dad does not stand down, just like, hang on, time out. He's going on the fishing trip tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, you're still going on the fishing trip tomorrow. He just got caught swimming in. He just got caught swimming in the swimming pool. So we're still going on the fishing trip tomorrow. So he had to do that. So he gave
your mom the hand.
Got me up or like that.
That's
got
a
me up.
cool parent.
And my dad was so livid. He told my sister was so livid with me that I got caught. He goes, "How'd I get caught?"
The day before you're going fishing.
No, how'd you get caught? My dad goes, "I swam in that pool 20 times. Never got caught."
He's like, come on.
Yeah, so embarrassing.
That's amazing.
So it's a cool parenting story.
Yeah,
just
never
like,
said anything until your mom went overboard, so to speak.
It's kind of like that. And then he's just like, no, he's going on the fishing trip. Just hang on.
That's Bill's Thrills, sponsored by
good.
Mid Plains Advisors. Top of the hour with Mike Schaefer next. An early break in the ticket.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL, Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Jay Foreman. When I played football for Nebraska and in the NFL, I wore protective gear to safeguard my health. Today, I'm not only protecting my health, but everyone in our community by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Update your protection with the bivalent COVID vaccine while it's still free. Find out more at healthylincoln.org. That's healthylincoln.org.
Are you ready for $0 cost individual employee health insurance? How about company paid life insurance? What about on-the-job paid training? Become part of the Landmark difference today. Join Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, at our upcoming career fairs. Chat one-on-one with our team to hear what it's really like to work with us. Career fairs will be held at Landmark locations March 14th in Fairfield, March 16th in Hebron, March 21st in Holdridge, and March 22nd in Marysville, Kansas, and March 23rd in Beatrice, Nebraska. See more details at www.landmark.com.
Hopcat exists at the intersection of great beer and delicious food, complemented by music, art, community, and comfort. Home to a best-in-class beer experience served by craft beer experts, guests can expect a casual, inviting local gathering place with some of the best damn burgers and fries you'll find in Lincoln. Hopcat is your pregame headquarters for basketball and volleyball all season long. Hopcat is located at 6th and P in the Haymarket. To plan your next trip to Hopcat, visit www.hopcat.com.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in March. Try their pesto cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. For lunch, try the salmon panini with provolone, sesame oil, and tomatoes on a ciabatta roll with bagel chips. Perfect for Lent. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break with Sip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
And Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
This is Early Break with Sip and Jake, sponsored by Gaina Trucking.
After by 17, break. Holy mackerel. From the corner, and it's over. Gonzaga, the flipper still fits. They win it, 73-72.
Look at the clock, and when you're sleepless in Seattle, why not get a little kiss? Gus! Oh, nature! Onions!
Nicholas, the senior, with 2 seconds. Here it goes for the win. No, touchdown! Maryland on to the second round in a most heroic finish.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Thursday, the first day of March Madness, the round of 64, which we have called the play-in round, the round of 32, which it used to be. 32 teams, right?
Today's the first play-in.
This is the play-in
game.
This is the play-in round.
Don't open that wound.
No. Early break, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch. Mike Schaefer in the house for the Mike Schaefer Hour on Thursdays. What's up, Shape? Good to see you.
Not a lot. That Drew Nicholas highlight.
Yes.
That is one that I definitely remember watching that as a kid. I mean, I was middle school. It was right after Maryland had just won the national championship. They lost all those players. They came back the next year. Like Drew Nicholas was one of the few guys left on that team. I think it was UNC Wilmington.
That's right. That's exactly who it was.
Good
job.
It was like a 35-foot off-balance fall-away three that I ran outside on my slanted driveway loop until about 10:30 at night with the lights on from the house. Just practice that shot over.
How many times you make it?
I don't know, a few. I wasn't nearly as far away as he was. I got as far as I could, but the house.
What year? 2003, right?
Yeah.
Because Maryland wins 2002. This is the year after that, 2003.
Oh, Maryland won with. Okay.
This is the year that St. Joseph's was a 1 seed.
This is like the pinnacle of college basketball for me, right? In like 3 years the other way and 4 years, so this is when I was like at my most in tune with college basketball.
And Joseph's was St.
Joe's was that was Phil Martelli with Delonte West, Jameer Nelson.
Yep.
That was a great team.
Jameer Nelson's kid now in the transfer portal.
He is. Yeah, we're that old. That Jameer Nelson, his
Delaware
kid.
State. Now he's jumping in the
He is
portal.
a college basketball player. Yep.
Is he good?
He's good.
They want him.
John
Your service thinks he's good. My service thinks he's good. We don't know because we don't cover.
What's his name? What's his name?
Jameer Nelson Jr. It'll be tough to remember.
Have you had dinner with anyone that's related to him? Because
stop. No, nobody's related to Hunter.
Hunter Salas has dropped again.
I accidentally dropped maybe's
in
coming.
a secret.
Which is not exactly a
no,
big secret.
thank you.
There's been rumors of that for a couple of
Right.
weeks now.
I just brought it.
It's not official, but there's rumors out there.
So you're part of the recruiting committee? You had dinner with his family? Is that what I am to understand?
Sips on the recruiting party.
Dinner with the former teammate from Millard North.
Okay.
Yeah. At Blatt. Good chicken strips. Thank you.
Well, but before we get back to basketball, we need to confirm something regarding the last hour, and that was about the Cherry Hut.
Cherry Hut. Yes.
This was actually by the Royal Grove. You said it wasn't
north of the Grove.
Thank you for pointing that out. I was
Tommy.
wrong.
Tommy ran the place per David.
Yeah.
Tommy ran Cherry Hut
per David.
Yes. David's our source there from renewyourauto.com.
Oh, David. Okay, thank you.
David. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was an awesome venue. It was just, and I said there was some. If you wanted to, you could just go there any weekend night. There was something Friday and Saturday night every weekend, 52 weeks.
Okay, thank
Unreal.
you, Jake.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Shafe, you were gone for a week. You went to Vegas. You watched a bunch of conference tournaments. I'm curious, but what is that like? Because there was 5. We said there's 4 or 5 conference tournaments played in
there
Vegas.
was 5. One was kind of on the fringe.
Yeah, Henderson.
Henderson. Yeah.
Yep.
What is that like in Vegas during that week? I mean, this week's crazy too.
It depends on which one you go to. I mean, the first one we went to on Tuesday night, we got in Tuesday, we golfed, and then we went to the Orleans Arena to catch the West Coast Conference final between Gonzaga and St. Mary's. First of all, the Orleans Arena is kind of small, and so it's sort of an intimate atmosphere. Tons of fans. The atmosphere was just juiced for that game. And then it was like 80% Zags fans. And so the fact they were just killing them, I mean, they won by like 25 points or whatever.
How much does Orleans seat?
Oh,
what do you think?
Know. Like 8,000.
Oh, so
that's
like
where
Pershing.
the NIT finals at Orleans Arena.
That's like Pershing?
I mean, it was, I don't think it's like Pershing at all in terms of what I remember of Pershing, but it was pretty decrepit when I was there.
Really?
Pershing.
Like just having a finals in a casino. That's outstanding. That's awesome. What are you guys gonna do? Where's up this casino? We'll just put some
it's a casino.
Well, there's a casino attached to it, and then there's the arena, and like Jake said, that's where the NIT finals are this year. That's where
the diminish it at all. Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden to a damn casino. That's wonderful.
That's wonderful.
What a drop off.
Well, look, if they get a good crowd, it's just great because it's all it's one bowl. There's no upper level.
Okay.
And all that noise just funnels down, and so it sounds really cool. So you have that end of the spectrum.
Okay.
And then we went to Washington, Colorado at 11 a.m. local time.
Damn.
Between future Big 10 and Big 12 teams.
Yes.
With no fans really there at all. Where my buddy was, he was gambling on Washington, and he was unhappy with how often Tad Boyle was working the refs.
Yeah.
So you could hear him probably from anywhere in the arena
working the refs.
Down Tad.
Sit down.
My buddy. Well, you could hear Tad from anywhere.
Well, I thought maybe your buddy was working the refs to offset
probably.
Tad.
Yeah, probably was too.
Yeah.
So there's nobody there, and then we did UCLA, Colorado the following day.
That's
and
amazing.
that was great because UCLA fans descended on the place, and I think that's one of the 5 best teams in the country.
Did they
They had a couple injuries. Oh, there's a good amount of UCLA people. There's going to be more throughout the weekend because they made it to the finals. And then we went to not New Mexico. We went to Nevada, San Jose State. Saw Coach Miles play.
Damn, you had quite a time.
Oh, it was a good trip. We're going to do it. We moved it up we used to do March Madness, and it just got too busy. And now we can actually go to games, and that kind of breaks up our losses. So you can only lose so much at one time. And then you go to a basketball game, and you're reinvigorated to go back and lose some more. So it's nice. Instead of just one long duration of losing, it's losing, basketball, losing. So you really want that split up.
Could you smell like the cigarette smoke from the casino in the arena?
No, not in New Orleans. Though I would tell you.
I was hoping I hope you get smoke in the arena. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Of every casino I was in, the Orleans was the one I least wanted to be in.
Really?
Why is that?
It's older. It's off the strip. It just did not have the feeling in it
that's the NIT. That's where the NIT finals are.
That's from Madison Square Garden to Orleans.
I'm sorry, I got a little problem with all that. I'm not going to voice it.
These guys are.
He's not going to voice it. He just said he had a problem.
I'm not going to say I got a problem. That's a big problem.
Over the last few weeks, they've been upset about the ball going from red, white, and blue to the NIT to not being in Madison Square Garden.
That's
now
a big
it's
thing.
now it's in Vegas.
The real question
it's rotating.
is, Sipple, how many NIT games have you watched in the last 5 years that Nebraska didn't play in?
0.
Okay. So
I've watched
why,
them every year.
like, why
I
do
watch
you
this every
care
year.
what they do for a tournament you
I
don't watch
care
anyway?
because I care about
Because
a lot
a
of things
piece
I
of your
don't.
childhood is being eroded. You need
Right.
to let us know.
Yeah, that's
even though
it.
it doesn't
That's
affect you
that's a
currently.
great way to describe it.
Yeah, it
doesn't
still
affect
matters.
me, but it affects the world.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that I don't partake in that are important. I mean, there's a lot of things I don't partake in that are important. I partake in
You
hardly
probably
anything.
just stop with there's a lot of things I don't partake in.
right. So I still think it's important. Oh God, that's repulsive.
It was fun to see Tim Miles basically
There you
back in
go.
his element, working
Yeah.
every official, even the ones that were not in the game. I mean, it was.
So
it
he was
great.
yelling at officials that were watching the game? That would
He
be
was
unreal.
just yelling at anyone.
That'd be unreal.
He was absolutely just furious at several times during that game. They ended up beating Nevada, and then I was stunned Nevada made the tournament. And I feel like I could have made all of my money back just betting an alternate line against Nevada because they didn't look very
They
good.
got killed last
They
night.
got smoked last night.
That was never close. 98-73 they lose to.
I mean,
Nevada hit the
State.
first three, and then the other team, then ASU went on like a 14-0 run. It was
That's all
3-0,
she wrote.
then it was 14-3.
So that wasn't worth watching.
No.
I didn't watch. After the first half was over, I didn't watch.
Both games
so
last night
Steve-
were blowouts.
Yeah.
Steve Alford is the coach of Nevada.
Yes.
Great hair.
And
Great
His
hair.
hair is ridiculous.
So San Jose State does not have like what you would consider a large contingent of people that were going to come out to watch college basketball and in Las Vegas. So New Mexico fans basically adopted San Jose State, and you might think, well, why would they do that? And then you remember Steve Alford completely left them in the middle of a season, basically.
Yeah.
And so their hatred of Steve Alford also like it filled in. So it was the Thomas and Mack Center is where the Mountain West is at. That's where UNLV plays.
Sure, that's
which
more
is
of a
really
real
cool to
arena,
kind of
yeah.
go
That's really
to.
cool, yeah.
It felt a little dated, but it was you could easily walk around there and get the history of that building.
Oh yeah.
Just
Larry
kind of
Johnson.
walking through there.
Right.
So that was a great experience.
The
too.
running Rebels, Jerry Tarkanian.
Yeah. Remember Larry Johnson?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Stacey Augman.
With that.
Do you feel more prepared for March Madness, like who to take now since you were at this tournament?
Not really. No.
You don't? See, I would have thought you
mean,
would.
Like, you know,
The teams
you've
that we
watched
watched-
games. You're locked into those teams.
I mean, UCLA and Gonzaga are the only ones that have a real chance of a deep run of anybody we watch.
So you mentioned UCLA's got a couple injuries.
Yep.
But you knew Nevada was awful, so you could have picked that.
Well,
game.
part of it was that game with San Jose State. I mean, they're both 20-win teams, and you can't pick them apart. One doesn't make the NIT, the other's in a play-in round game against a Power 5 team, like a Power Hoops conference.
Teams didn't make the NIT.
That surprises me. They
Yeah.
had 20 wins, right?
They didn't make the postseason.
How many
San
wins?
Jose State.
How many
They
wins they
maybe
have?
made the CBI. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I thought they'd make the NIT. They didn't make that. That's
They
sad.
didn't make the
It's
NIT.
unfortunate for them.
So Tim maybe had to pay out of his pocket to get in the CBI. He
Well,
had to pay to get in that.
Maybe they
tournament.
did. He might not be the coach. He might be somewhere else next.
Yes,
season.
he might be.
at Cal or somewhere else,
Or
right?
Stanford.
Stanford,
Yeah.
because Washington's keeping their coach.
Oh, they are?
Yep, that was announced earlier this week. They are keeping the Washington coach. I forget his name. Is
Like
staying.
Hopkins?
Someone Hopkins.
We watched
When
him.
does he sleep? When does he sleep? I don't know. He's amazing.
How do you know this?
He's
I
amazing.
just it hits me. It's osmosis a little bit.
Okay. Washington's keeping its coach.
Yes.
Okay.
Who they didn't have a good year, but they're keeping Mike Hopkins there. But Schaefer, in terms of this tournament, like compared to previous, are you excited? Where's your
This
excitement level
tournament.
compared to previous years? It feels like anybody could win this thing.
Yeah.
Not the 16 seeds, of course, but
Which is it's fun in a way. I mean, I always get excited about Thursday, Friday, the first couple days of the tournament. I love having multiple games on. I love the small schools that have the one shining moment kind of thing. And then my interest in the tournament tends to fade the deeper we get.
That's
or
what Bill
closer
said.
to the closer to the championship. Like there's less basketball, there's less oftentimes entertaining games.
Yeah, there'll be several today. And now,
Yeah.
Sip mentioned that this is all. There's so many games today, which has been the same number of games since 1985 on the opening
he
day.
forgot how many
He
are played
forgot.
of.
He
No,
forgot.
I was just saying there's
There
a lot of
seems
games
more
I'm
when you
interested
get
in.
older. Is that a thing? Do I need to be prepared for that?
No, I just got up today and I was like, man, like, there's games all day.
Like there was the last
All right, now,
40
but
years.
But the thing I was trying to get is there's good game. Like there's really good games today. All those games.
that's what
Like
that's the
there's been for
tournament.
the
That's
last-
the tournament. Sip. That's the tournament.
If you're in the 64 teams,
I don't think
that-
Sipple watches the tournament.
No, I watch a lot. I bet I watched 16 games in full last year, start to finish. I love it,
Wow.
and I'm totally
Was
different.
that
than-
just because you were following Kansas, Duke, and North Carolina?
No. I don't know
Blue
why.
Bloods, baby.
I remember sitting in here.
But I'm
and you
way
just being
different
over
than
the
you
moon
guys.
about
My interest escalates as the tournament goes on. I like the
See,
as it gets
Sip
close.
hates the Cinderella story. He likes when the
Blue
Blue Bloods
Bloods.
shine through and make their epic runs.
Yeah.
Where Most of America says let's watch the 15 seed beat the 2. Let's watch the 14 beat the 3. So it's like, no, screw that. All chalk.
Yeah,
I'm with Jake on that.
That's not.
I'm going to see fun
not.
stuff.
I like Alabama.
I just want to be entertained. Give me good basketball.
Yeah, me too. But I like the Blue Bloods. I do. I want Kentucky. I'm not big on Kansas here. I don't think they're very good, and I don't think they'll make a deep run. But I consider Texas a kind of a blue blood. I like to see Texas
basketball.
go deep.
How's Texas a blue blood in basketball?
But they're a
They're
blue
not.
blood
It's
school.
just trying to say
They're a
name
blue
brand.
blood school.
Yeah.
It's a name brand.
Name
school.
brand is the better way to say it.
Alabama's not a blue blood in basketball.
No,
but
they're
a
not
blue
at all.
blood. But they're
a name brand.
Yeah.
Blue blood
Yeah.
is Kentucky in basketball.
How's Georgia basketball?
They're not a blue.
No, would they? Or are they in football?
Brand.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah.
So you're just randomly making stuff up that makes no sense.
From the text line, we mentioned Steve Alford in the show, and you mentioned before the show.
Oh, my Lord.
Ellis in Illinois says this. Can you think of any person more despised than Steve Alford? Every place he has ever been, he has left a trail of flames behind. I think he's truly one of the very bad people out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Iowa fans would
I don't know if
agree.
he's bad. I don't know that,
He's
but
got
I just
great
know
hair.
his hair was
His hair's
remarkable.
incredible.
How old is he? I mean, he's got to be.
He's all right.
So he's
old
an
enough.
Indiana player, right?
Yeah. Yes,
Coach
that's
at Iowa, then New Mexico, then UCLA, then Nevada. Is that right?
I think that's right.
I'll get his, You want to guess his age?
And like
I'm
each
not-
of those spots,
I'm gonna say
Iowa,
50,
New
I'm gonna say
Mexico.
58.
Yeah, I'll say 59.
But his hair,
Give me
it's just
61.
it is just
58.
There is
Oh,
just a
nailed it.
twinge of gray. I mean, you hardly even see it. Yeah, his hair was perfect last night. It was amazing because Hurley's hair was much shorter and completely gray.
Hurley?
Yeah, Hurley's hair was much shorter and completely gray. And they kept showing Hurley's wife, and there was a guy that kind of had her blocked off, and he had 8 pieces of pizza. You see that had pizza boxes, and he's trying to, and she's like
Incredible.
trying to watch the game, and the guy's like in front of her. They keep showing it.
down,
They keep showing it.
Wife's thing a lot.
Yeah,
He's chowing down.
yeah.
He's chowing down.
Yeah, so.
I'm not checking.
Well, you're right though. Things have not ended well. Yeah, he's a national champion with Indiana.
He was.
Yeah.
Was
great.
he their their undefeated season when he's on
No,
the team?
no, that was like in the 70s. So yeah, that would be way back when.
Is there any Big Ten teams? Purdue's a 1 seed, but people think they might go down early for some reason. They play.
Purdue generally has not had a great tournament history.
Is there a Big Ten team that you like to make some noise, or is it going to be disappointing this year for the Big
No,
Ten?
I mean, a lot of them are in those 50-50 kind of games. Like it's, I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of them lose today. You have
Maryland plays West Virginia. Yep.
You have Iowa in 7-10 game, right?
Auburn.
8-9 game. They play
8-9,
Auburn.
yeah.
They play Auburn.
Like these are matchups where if they win, I don't see them winning the next. I just don't. There's not a Big Ten team that I'm super enamored by this year. I mean, I was here. Let me look at it. I think I had.
Well, they got and also you have Purdue as a 1 seed, and I don't think anyone in this room thinks they're winning it.
I mean, they might lose round 2.
yeah.
They play Memphis or
Yeah,
FAU
you're
round
right.
2, and
Yeah.
Memphis just beat Houston by 10 in the conference title game.
They
They're
could
not
go
scared
down.
of
Talk
Purdue.
about a rough game. Memphis and FAU.
Those teams
That's
could both
brutal.
beat.
That's
They could
brutal.
both beat Purdue.
Yeah.
By the way, UCLA is definitely down one player named Jalen Clark.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Yeah, he has an
before the Pac-12
Yeah,
tournament.
he has an Achilles injury. That's a huge hit. Now they might be down 2, but they're for sure down 1.
Yeah.
Could be a guy named Adam Bona could be down 2.
Yeah, he got hurt in the championship.
Say that name.
Adam Bona.
How do you spell that? The first name.
ADEM.
Okay. I was
Sure, was not Adam.
It could be a funny way of saying
typo.
Adam.
Could
No,
be a
or it could be a different spelling of Adam.
Adam.
The first thing I'll look for when I watch UCLA to see if their head coach Cronin is wearing a 3-piece suit. I mean, the first thing I'm watching.
He is immaculate dressed.
Yeah. It's the first thing I'm looking for because, like I said, but we feel no one looks better than Jay Wright retired and Virginia coach
Tony Bennett.
Tony Bennett. Yeah, we feel like they should just be like. I could just see him
What the
having.
hell is the deal with those guys?
Can you see him just drinking a bourbon and stuff? Maybe having a cigarette in the corner. Just
why does Tony Bennett always look good?
Suits saying,
Yes.
make step aside.
Step
Come on,
aside.
step
And in
down,
Charlottesville, that's where
Yeah,
Virginia
that's
is.
right.
How is he tan?
He looks good. Yeah,
They have tanning
he has
services in Charlotte.
he's got a touch of gray, but just the right amount.
It's
Yeah,
the right,
perfect.
yeah,
Just the right
perfect,
amount.
yeah.
It's
Salt
almost
and
like he
pepper.
placed it.
It's salt
Gray.
and pepper.
It's
salt-
right
yeah.
in front.
Yeah,
It's like he placed it.
yeah. It's he just took
It's like he
time.
placed
Where's
it.
that in the head?
Just
Where's
take
that?
right there, right there,
right.
right there, right there.
Salt and
Just watch Tony Bennett. Just
All right.
just watch him.
Well, you can watch them. They
When
play.
he puts on clothes, they iron themselves.
You know what?
I
They're
agree.
in the second game of today. They play
Yeah.
against Furman. So 4C Virginia and Furman. That's at 11:35 today.
Like I said, it'll be a close game. Never did his wife ever say, "Get yourself together.
No.
You're a mess." Never.
I could do a
Never.
3-year makeover and not
Yeah.
look as good as
No.
Tony Bennett.
He looks like that when he wakes up too. You know he does.
What the hell?
If you have any questions for the group, 464-5685. What? I'm just saying. People can text
The
in,
guys.
call in. Yeah, the guys. It's the guys.
Address us
together.
as the group.
The group.
Yes.
464-5685.
Four-leaf clover.
More next on Early Break in the Ticket.
This is Jay Foreman. When I played football for Nebraska and in the NFL, I wore protective gear to safeguard my health. Today, I'm not protecting my health, but everyone in our community by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Update your protection with the bivalent COVID vaccine while it's still free. Find out more at healthylincoln.org. That's healthylincoln.org.
Mike Shaver here to tell you that Trek CBD has a new name, and it's Hemp Boss. It's the same product you've grown to love, just a new name. Spring sports are on the horizon, and Hemp Boss has a variety of products that help calm me down during games and on the golf course so I don't go over the top. And they have a variety of options for you to calm you down before, during, and after any event. Whether you're looking for drinkable Delta 8 seltzers, hemp-derived Delta 9 syrups for your beverages, or anything else, Hemp Boss has it all at 84th and Andermatt. Hemp Boss, naturally healthy CBD.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Are you ready for $0 cost individual employee health insurance? How about company paid life insurance? What about on-the-job paid training? Become part of the Landmark difference today. Join Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, at our upcoming career fairs. Chat one-on-one with our team to hear what it's really like to work with us. Career fairs will be held at Landmark locations March 14th in Fairfield, March 16th in Hebron, March 21st in Holdridge, and March 22nd in Marysville, Kansas, and March 23rd in Beatrice, Nebraska. See more details at www.landmark.careers.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in March. Try their pesto cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. For lunch, try the salmon panini with provolone, sesame oil, and tomatoes on a ciabatta roll with bagel chips. Perfect for Lent. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
You finally finished your man cave in the basement. Brand new furniture, huge TV, and all of your collector's items. You're ready for football season. You were so excited until one bad rain and it is all ruined. Don't risk a flooded basement and countless dollars in damages when it can be avoided. Call John Henry's today for a free sump pump estimate for your home.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Electrical Enterprises in Roca reminds listeners, in times of war and peace, the men and women of our military dedicate themselves to serving our country. Their commitment, patriotism, sacrifice, and courage keep our country safe and strong. Soldiers who have lost their lives in the line of duty, and salute those who serve today. This from Electrical Enterprises in Roca. For all of your residential and commercial electrical construction needs, call 402-438-5822.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Rain eventually changing over and mixing with snow by late in the morning into this afternoon, as temps will eventually fall into the mid-30s. North winds could gust over 40 at times. Overnight, partly cloudy with a low of around 23. A mix of sun and clouds tomorrow, still breezy with a high of 40. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This
Well, good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by the Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You can always call or text 402-464-5685. Watch and comment. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. The show sponsored by Gaina Trucking. This hour sponsored by Hemp Boss 84th and Highway 2. I got a question for the group on the text line. It is for the group.
For the group.
It says, hey, group on here. Hey, group. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day.
Ooh.
Do you guys have a favorite Irish beer or drink?
Coors Light with green.
I thought you'd say green beer, probably. I honestly thought you'd say green beer.
I didn't know what I even say with the old schools, but I've even seen it forever. Whatever happened to Killian's?
They're still around.
Killian's
is still
question,
here.
Bill.
Killian's, you can go to McKinney's Irish Pub and get Killian's.
Is that right?
Yeah, in the Haymarket.
I just wonder, I like the history of that. Is Killian's like Foster Lager, where in Australia, Foster Lager is like, you don't drink that. That over here is like, it's no, it's not over there. It's not. So I just wonder what Killian's, how that.
I can tell you, Ireland, Irish people, they love Guinness.
Oh yeah,
Guinness
absolutely.
is huge.
Yeah.
That is.
We saw it. We experienced it.
I drank it. I partook.
I partook.
Yeah.
I screwed it up.
I don't know if I can say
it is so good.
It is.
Yeah. You drink a Guinness here, not good. You drink one up there, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Is it up there?
It's that different. It's
we
that
go with
different.
up there on
Guinness like here is not. It tastes kind of dirty.
I mean, I don't know what it tastes over there, but I still drink it.
It was like I said, I wanted to not like. I was rated.
So good.
I was rated over there to be like, well, yeah, I told you. And I was like,
Jake, give me more.
Jake, explain the mistake you can make with Guinness when they serve it to you at the bar.
If you do it too quick, you
yeah,
yeah. If you do it too quick, there's too much. There's like there's a
you're supposed to
air
wait.
pocket in the foam. And
you got to wait. You got to wait about 2 minutes.
Isn't that
2 minutes? Yeah, I just grabbed it. The guy goes, wait. No.
You have to let it sit. Like you can see the foam goes up and it becomes
all of a
less
sudden
and less. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's something they have.
It's awesome.
It's an art to pour. And I watch people do
so
it.
my answer is my favorite Irish beer is Guinness by far.
And you saw trucks all over in Dublin.
I went to the Guinness Draft House, the storehouse.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
But you see the trucks driving around all over
because people guzzle that stuff up there as they
Guinness
should.
trucks.
I support
the
it.
beer trucks are Guinness trucks. Like you see so many of them. God,
so the trucks that had the Guinness inside of it had Guinness on the outside of the truck.
Awesome. What a concept.
Yeah, what a concept.
What a concept here.
Yes.
It was a great trip. And Florida State, Georgia Tech.
That's right.
Will be in 2024.
What kind of crowd do you think that will draw? Florida State, Georgia Tech in 2024 going to
Florida
Dublin.
State has a very
fervent
crowd, fan base.
Nothing like this year. This year, Notre Dame's there. Notre Dame.
That'll be a big crowd.
Yeah, that'll be
Notre Dame versus who?
Navy.
Navy. Yep.
Good job. Now that will be good.
That will be like you can't get.
They've done that before.
That'll be a big one.
I just can't see Florida State and Georgia Tech drawing a huge crowd up there. I'm sorry. I'll be surprised if we see a big crowd. I'll be a small one.
Not a big stadium.
Wait a second. Florida State's a top 10 team, Jake.
They
have
don't think they're going to Ireland. I don't think they're going to Ireland.
They're a top 10 team this upcoming year.
Yeah, they're in all the pre-seat, like the way too early.
They've never gone wrong though.
Those are way. There's a lot of
never like completely hyped a team up based on last year's schedule.
That would never happen.
So North Carolina basketball.
I've seen them in the top 5. Yeah. I've seen them as a top 5.
Wow,
they got a really good quarterback. They're pretty good.
Yeah. Jake, they'll travel.
They will.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see.
Sybil's all in on Florida State.
Yeah. Wow.
When they go 8-4, I'm going to be excited to have this conversation.
Check that out. My brother.
Yeah, right there.
Schaefer. So this next week, spring football begins for Nebraska. But everyone keeps talking about next weekend is a massive, massive, massive weekend for recruiting for the Huskers. Do you know how many recruits do you expect to be here in Lincoln for visits?
I never know what to say with this because it's not an official visit weekend, so they're not like. Bill might be able to speak to this really well. Kids will tell you that they want to come out, that they plan to come out, but not like some of the travel falls through. I mean, I would look for them to have the safest thing is to say double-digit visitors with offers. You know, maybe they have up to 20, but it's the list looks enormous right now. But those things have a way of whittling down when it actually comes to showing up on campus. But of what's expected to be there, I mean, they're gonna have a lot of top guys coming in and a lot of guys that are high at their position in terms of the recruiting rankings and some guys that are, half dozen guys that I think are in the top 50 right now in terms of recruiting. So it's setting up to be a monster weekend. I always just get a little apprehensive when we start talking about the numbers of stuff, because it's always so fluid. You never know who's going to have transportation issues, or who, wanted to come out but didn't actually buy a flight, things like that. So, we'll see what it looks like next weekend and how many of those guys are actually out here. But it's a huge opportunity for Matt Rule to kind of kick the ball into the 2024 recruiting class. And certainly, Dylan Raiola is going to be there, and that's going to supersede almost everything else.
Yeah, bro, he's obviously the biggest name there, but I don't know. Like, people always want to see commitments during spring football season or during people want.
What time of year do they not want?
I know.
Bill, is there a time that you were coaching that people were like, we don't need commitments now?
No, you pretty much take them whenever. It's always, like I said, in coaching world, whenever there's a commitment, it's like, that's great. It's kind of like, that doesn't mean anything. You have to recruit him twice as hard. Nothing changes. And when nothing's signed, when there's nothing there's no legal tender of any sort of thing like that. It's just, it looks good.
Right.
Like that. But in the end, it comes down to two factions. Who do you sign? Then how well do they perform 4 years from now? So you just go back and look at recruiting classes. That's how you see how things went. You just take anybody, just look at their recruiting classes, then go back in 4 years and just kind of say, well, how did that class pan out? That's how you find out if they're real dudes or not.
And then I don't know what to expect in terms of if there's going to be commitments next weekend or not, because here's the thing. When you're recruiting the top guys in the country, they're not exactly going to take one visit to Nebraska and shut everything down, because they have opportunities to take visits to all these other places. So really, to me, this is a precursor for Nebraska to introduce itself to try to get these guys back on official visits, either during a game day weekend or the spring game or in the summer. I mean, so it's, for me, a lot of this is kind of like an introductory weekend, except when you're talking about some of the local guys, or, a Dylan Raiola who's been here several times. But a lot of these guys that haven't been here, it's hard to expect a commitment from someone here on their first visit.
It's what it is a great start, because what you have to have is you have to have people on campus numerous times. That's the key to recruiting. Yep. How many times you get in face on campus. So if they're here for once, then you're going to get them back for an official, maybe get one more time between. That's just the way it works. Yep. And it's your job as an assistant coach to get them on your campus. That's your job. Figure it out, because somebody within their schematics of the recruiting, there's a lot of people that are always involved, and there's always somebody that has the ability to get them here. And so obviously that's why locals are. That's why it is harder here, because a lot of people you're recruiting from distance on some things. Mm-hmm. So when people can get in their car, even though it's 6 hours, something like that. So like when we were at LSU, and to get someone to drive in from Dallas, that wasn't a big deal. That was real easy. Houston, really easy. All the places was really easy to get to. And then when we were in that footprint, but getting them on campus, that was then getting them to games. We didn't bring anyone officially in until after the season was over, until after we played Texas A&M. Then that's when coach would bring. But we'd already seen them on campus like 6 times, and they'd been to camp. Because they hadn't been to camp, then we weren't recruiting them. So
Danny Kalen commits to Missouri from Bellevue West. Again, that's 2024 quarterback. And I think people are curious, if Dylan does not come to Nebraska, the backup plan for a quarterback. And Bill said, obviously, transfer portal is a huge part of that. That's very helpful. But regarding Kalen, was Nebraska ever really in on him? Missouri, how much? How? I mean, so was the new staff in on him?
Yeah, I mean, the first visit weekend the staff had was for in-state kids, and Daniel Kalen was there, and he had a great conversation with Marcus Satterfield and with, Matt Rule, and I think he was very interested in what Nebraska was doing. And then Dylan Raiola re-entered the picture, and then it was over. I mean, so you think about it from Daniel Kalen's perspective. I mean, his entire recruitment has been overshadowed by Dylan Raiola. So I could see why he wasn't interested in waiting around to see what Dylan Raiola was going to do. And he had all these other teams that were interested. I mean, he had Miami, Colorado, Minnesota, Vanderbilt, NC State, Duke. Whoa. He ends up going to Missouri. I mean, so he had other options. It wasn't going to behoove him to wait and see what Dylan Raiola did, because he knew where he fell on the pecking order. So I found it really interesting that the conversation after he committed this week was that Nebraska didn't really pursue him. It's not really true. I mean, they were interested, and then Dylan Raiola became available, and that changed the conversation. So
then they weren't interested.
I mean, I think they weren't going to take his commitment before Dylan Raiola made a decision. So it just kind of played itself out the way that it did. I think Missouri got a really interesting quarterback for them to develop. I don't look for Nebraska, if they don't get Dylan Raiola, to immediately go find another guy to go heavy, after. I think they would wait, see what's in the portal in terms of someone to add, and see what they have on their roster. I mean, they have a glut of quarterbacks right now. Like, there's a big spring to figure out what Richard Torres and Heinrich Harburg are for the development going forward for your team. So I don't think that they're going to take a high school quarterback if they don't get Dylan Raiola. That's where I'm at right now.
How would you, if you compared, Zane Flores from Gretna, again, he goes to Oklahoma State, Danny Kalen's committing to Missouri. How do those two compare as Division I quarterback prospects?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Kalen's still a little bit behind where Flores was at the same age. I mean, I think Zane was so advanced. I mean, he was playing as a freshman. He had a great arm as a freshman. I think he had to work on being a little bit more fluid and moved and had to be a little bit more athletic that I think maybe comes more naturally to Kalen. But from an arm talent perspective, I mean, Zane was just advanced. And so I think I've been really impressed by what I saw from Kalen, his jump from his sophomore to his junior year. So we'll see if he makes a similar jump to his senior year. But there's still a decent gap between where these guys were heading into their senior years, in my mind. Now we'll see where, Kalen's at as we get into August.
Florida State preseason rankings. USA Today.
Is that what you're researching over there?
You were writing down you wrote a novel. You wrote a novel.
USA
super
Today.
valuable information.
USA Today 4, ESPN 4, Action Network 4, Athlon 6, Pro Football Focus 4. The Athletic is the lowest I could find at 8. Stuart Mandel
for Florida State.
Yeah.
Stuart.
But and again,
he's always been down on him.
That means so much regarding next year. There are people.
Oh, Jake, if Nebraska was on, we'd be talking about it every day.
We would, but we just saw.
So if it's
pointed out
FSU,
on
it
this
doesn't
show,
matter.
North Carolina basketball was number 1 and missed the tournament this year. They were NIT
If
team.
Nebraska
and
was in these
didn't
rankings,
play.
we would talk about it every single day.
We would.
And you would say, oh, my God, this is amazing. Right.
And we could be wrong, though.
Yeah.
But it would be great to have that kind of positivity.
Yeah.
Be awesome.
Seminole Nation is headed to.
They're not going. They're not going
They
to
are.
Dublin.
So basically, if they get by LSU, their next biggest game would be at Clemson.
Yeah.
Then they have to survive a bunch of.
Yeah, they have an easy schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That
then they have
helps.
Florida.
That
So they have
helps.
two.
How about the turnaround for Mike Norvell? People want to fire him, saying this guy
Oh,
sucks.
oh,
now,
yeah.
now he's back to being always
He
good.
got
coach.
paid.
They're,
He got paid.
He got paid.
Tell you what, though, they've got a lot of invested in that transfer portal. So if that doesn't gel quickly,
They do.
and if it doesn't work the way that it wants to, then we'll be back here commenting on Sipple's top 5 list.
Mike Norvell.
That's
He's the head coach of Florida State. Okay, so
But I'm not a huge fan of him. I'm not a huge
Well,
fan.
what happened last year then?
I know.
Didn't like him, and now he's
I
turning
know.
things
I don't
around.
want to
And
say
he's got a
anything
top
bad.
10 preseason team, as you just pointed out, for all these different people out there.
That's a gorgeous house in Tallahassee. I've seen it.
Before we get to the game show, we didn't have Rick Heyman today, but you want to tell me at Sauter Heyman Jewelers, they've got the Wedding Band Expo, 20% off wedding and anniversary bands from today through Saturday at South Point, okay? And
Thank
March 23rd to the 25th in Grand Island.
Okay.
Wedding Band Expo, 20% off today through Saturday at South Point, Sauter Heyman, and then next week, Grand Island, same thing, 20% off wedding and anniversary bands.
Will Rick be back with us next week?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll have Rick Heyman Song of the Day next week. So
Phil,
I will
got
not.
that?
I will not ask to do a song because I got reprimanded.
You did not.
You got reprimanded?
Yeah, I did,
No, he
yeah.
did not get
I got
reprimanded.
reprimanded.
That's a
for
pretty
it.
big
Yeah,
deal.
yeah,
They've
yeah.
never asked me to
Yeah.
supply this song.
Yes,
It's Jake's deal. It's sacred.
I just asked if I need to fill in for Rick Heyman because it came up the day before.
That's fair. That's
there,
fair. No,
there
it's a
was
fair thing to
conversation.
ask.
There was conversation about should Bill have a
Well,
song
your
or
heart
not.
was in the
So
right
if
place.
he, so here's the deal. Rick told me last week he wasn't going to be, so I had plenty of time to prepare. If he had told me yesterday, I'd say, yeah, Bill, go ahead. What's your song? I had time to prepare.
Wow.
So I just shot a text out and it got.
He thought I was being stern.
Slap it down.
It got.
It's like when you scoff at Florida State being
Yeah.
a top 5 team. Someone comes back a little bit too strong.
Yeah.
So it came back hard on them. So I know this. That
I
that
kinda
one's
like
off
Force.
the table.
Yeah, I know. Well, that
one's off the table. Yeah.
Jake's
If
text
it's
was
last
not
second,
bad.
yeah. If
It was
the
not
text
bad.
was not stern. It was just matter of fact. No, we're good. We're good.
It's tough to read people. Over
This
text.
might
Did
sup-
you use a period? People
No,
get upset
no,
when you
no.
use a
There's no period.
Exclamation
Oh.
point! Exclamation
I
point!
didn't.
There
I
we go.
just
We're
said
good.
that is
All caps.
That is
All
not
caps. He went all caps! Exclamation.
Wait a
Oh
second.
yeah.
People get upset when you use a period.
Yeah, it's too stern for the
Yep.
younger generation.
Seriously, no, he's right. That's a real
It's
thing.
the
on
dumbest
text.
thing on the planet.
Yep.
I just thought it was.
I had
proper
no.
grammar.
I had.
I do. I think so as well.
proper
but
grammar.
I had
I've
no-
been
right.
informed that sometimes I
He's
come
correct.
across stern. in the way that I send text.
I had no idea for a long time that all caps is yelling. So sometimes I just put it on cap locks and I would just type that way. People just, there's normal stuff like, hey, are we going to the movie? Like,
Yes, of course.
Yeah, why, why are you yelling?
No.
I'm like, I had no idea that was a deal. I thought it just looked cooler in print. I thought just a bigger font.
Don't text in all caps unless it's exciting.
Yes.
Or screaming or yelling.
Yeah.
Not drunk and all this stuff. You might be surprised, Shape. These guys are 3-0 in the game show this week. They've
the week's
because
over
for a
they've
winning
been like
record.
1-4.
There's a
most
lot of
weeks.
knowledge on that side of the table.
There is, but it doesn't
Not
help
really.
usually in trivia. So
Bill's been buried in work. I always say this. He's been buried. You know how those guys are. They don't pay attention to anything.
I don't pay attention. I'm not very good at it.
You'd be shocked at the stuff that's happened in the last 30 years that he doesn't know about.
You wouldn't.
You would.
well, you're in that category.
I'm in that
too.
category.
Yeah, you guys
too.
both are.
Yeah. I've been on another planet.
You
for the
have
last
been most.
year.
We're not sure what planet that is, but it's you're here now. Today's topic on Thursday is best upsets in NCAA tournament history.
Bill's gonna be terrible.
This seems slightly subjective.
Well, I mean, okay, upsets.
Schaefer will be good at this.
So
I am
Bill will
excited.
be bad.
you will tell me the high seeded team. What team sprung the upset on this team in this year? Get that?
Okay.
I will tell you that the seed that was supposed to win.
Okay.
And the year, you tell me what team I'm talking about beat them.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
464-5685.
Playing the game.
Shut up, Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to the point where you just want Sipple. No, sir. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call to take down Sip in trivia. 3-0 starts the week. Hey, we got Nick answering phones. We got some help. I got a producer for
Finally,
Shut Up Sipple.
the last 8 minutes.
Well, Josh is gone the rest of the week for spring break.
What
which
did he plan that?
No, I saw him walk in, so I said, okay, I can get Nick to.
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah, thank you, Nick.
Can you hear us?
I don't think so.
Thank you,
Okay.
Nick.
All right, Nick. All right, Chuck is our contestant. Chuck, how do you feel about upsets in March Madness?
Oh, we'll give it a try.
Good
All right.
job, Chuck.
So,
Good job.
do we want to have two lifelines?
Yeah,
How do
two
you want-
lifelines. Let's just do that.
You're gonna have both of them,
Yeah.
or does Chuck get a lifeline?
Oh, give Chuck Shafe.
Shafe, you want to help Chuck out?
Sure.
Okay, Chuck, you've got Schaefer to use.
great.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's fun.
First question, Chuck, goes to you. What 14 seed beat 3 seed Duke in the 2014 NCAA tournament?
Schaefer's a lifeline.
Schaefer is a lifeline.
I'll use Schaefer.
Can I just tell him I don't know this?
Yes.
Because I don't want him to waste.
Yeah, don't use Schaefer. He doesn't have it.
Well, yeah, somebody's got to make a guess.
Someone's got. Just
I mean,
take
I
a
can give you
guess.
a guess, but
Okay, I'll take a guess.
okay.
Vermont.
I like that guess.
I like that guess.
Vermont's always a good guess. There you go.
Are they the Catamounts?
That's correct. Yeah, they are. That's not correct. Do you guys want to take that one or not?
Let you know that.
Do you want this or
No,
not?
we're passing on
Passing.
That would be Mercer.
Ooh, didn't know.
Mercer.
So
You know-
my guess would have been what?
we maybe.
Do you know what state Mercer's in?
Florida.
No, Georgia.
George is correct.
Okay, now we got to lock in because I think I
Yeah.
should have gotten that. Go.
All right, 0-0 tie.
Lock.
Sip. Here's your first question. What 15 seed beat 2 seed Michigan State in the 2016 NCAA tournament? 15 seed beat 2 seed Michigan State. And this was the year Michigan State was like the favorite. Even though they were 2 seed, they went in as the favorite to win it all. They were the hottest team in basketball.
Okay, let me think.
Lost in the first round to this 15 seed.
15 beating the 2.
Yep.
Steve Sipple.
Charleston.
At least it's a guess. It's not Charleston. Do you want that, Chuck?
Chuck, I don't have it.
No, I don't have it. But if Mr. Schaefer has it, let it go.
He said he doesn't have it.
I'm out.
Doesn't have it. Middle Tennessee.
Oh.
Middle Tennessee.
Syracuse beat them, right? And they went on a run right after that.
I think you're right. Yes, I think you're right. Okay, back to Chuck and Schaefer still in play. Chuck 0-0 tie. What 15 seed beat 2 seed Kentucky in last year's NCAA tournament?
Oh my gosh.
You still have Schaefer in play here.
Schaefer.
I'll take a
Mr.
guess
Schaefer, do you
for you
have
on
it?
this one. I'm assuming it's St. Peter's.
Oh, God.
St.
good-
Peters
yes, I had
is
that one. Good job.
correct. So
Which isn't that hard.
Good job, Schaefer. No, it's not
it was
that.
last. It was last year. Literally
and,
last year.
And the one guy with the mustache was outstanding for St. Peter's. Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay.
Sip hated it.
Sip.
I loved it.
Bill is
I
in
love
play
Kentucky.
here.
Go
So
ahead.
you're down 1-0 to force the tiebreaker. Last question. What 15 seed beat 2 seed Georgetown in the 2013 NCAA tournament?
15.
15 seed beat 2 seed Georgetown 2013.
Yeah, that is not my wheelhouse. 15 seed.
I could give a great hint, but I'm not going to.
Chuck,
That's
they're
cheap.
sweating. They're sweating.
Nick,
got
Nick,
anything?
Nick has
No.
get a hint over there. Don't
I'll
look
say
at Nick.
Princeton.
Princeton played him really close.
Nick showed. You know what Dunk City was? Who was that? Who was Dunk
It's a
City?
Florida team.
Florida Gulf
Yeah.
Coast.
Yeah.
They came and played Nebraska to
Yeah.
open the PBA.
Yeah.
The next year.
Yep.
And Nebraska beat them.
Dunk
Their
City.
coach is now
Tom-
at USC, Andy Enfield.
That's right.
Tommy Lee was at that opening of the
Was
arena
he?
20.
Was he?
Yeah. Tommy
Great
Lee was
work,
the
Chuck.
DJ. He was the DJ.
Yeah.
Tell me where I'm going to
Hey,
get this
thank
bagel.
you. Thank you, Schaefer.
All right, good work.
Chuck won bagels.
He did.
Nice
He did.
job.
Plural. How many does he get? A business
He
box?
gets 12
Is it
bagels.
a baker's?
2 tubs
Is,
of cream
is it a
cheese.
Do
baker's
they only get
dozen?
11 and
It's
then I
actually
get to
12.
take one of them?
No, you don't get any of them.
Ask for a baker's dozen.
So you
That'd
get
be
one
13.
more.
Schaefer,
one
this
more.
is a listener deal.
Yeah.
There should be bagels in the studio once a month.
I can make that happen.
You don't need to.
I can
you
make it-
get
I-
us plenty.
I can make it happen.
We don't need to put more on Jake's plate.
Yeah, right now, just easy. Yeah.
Who would like to do the tiebreaker? Who wants to put a number up?
I'll put the number up.
Someone should get this on the dot. I'll say that.
Okay, Schaefer, you're on the spot.
All right. Speaking of upsets, UMBC, Maryland, Baltimore County became the first 16 seed to ever beat a 1 seed in the 2018 NCAA tournament. How many points did they win by in that game?
12.
Okay,
Got to go lower.
I'll go lower.
They won by 20 points.
By 20.
Really?
And this is the best stat of all. So Virginia came
Yeah.
into that game
1 seed. Yep.
allowing 53.4 points per game.
Man,
They gave up 53 points in the second half alone.
that's amazing.
74-54 was the final score.
That's Slider's favorite team.
Because, it was the Dogs.
The
They're
Retrievers.
And-
Retrievers. That's
Am
right.
I correct on that? That they lost the only time the 1 seeds lost is them,
Yes.
and then next year they won it all.
They beat Texas Tech to win it all the next year. How about
That's
that for
nuts.
redemption?
That's a rally.
How about
That's a
that for
rally, Cap.
redemption,
That's
baby?
what- yeah.
That's where Tony Bennett's single spot of gray actually came from. Was that
it
night?
looks so good. It's amazing.
Well, congratulations.
That's a good one, Jake.
Thank
He
you.
must eat really well too.
Yeah, he's trim. He's trim.
He
He's
must
in-
really. I mean, one of those. Is it keto
Keto diet?
Yeah, he must be doing that.
You missed a great moment in the show yesterday. They were both these guys were at fault here. Jeff Sip was trying to say Jeff Capel said Jeff Capel, but then Bill said I think that's the comedian.
No, he
I
didn't
said,
say he thinks. He goes, that's a comedian.
And I said no, that'd be Dave Chappelle.
We're so close.
It was close.
We're
You
so
guys
close.
tried, and that's all that matters here.
Pitt looks good to me. That Pitt team's good.
I agree with that. Thanks for that insight just out of the blue. Appreciate that.
Well, it's Capel's team.
It is.
Capel's team plays Iowa State, and I think
I'm going. Obviously,
everybody's going
that
Pitt.
game
Everybody's going
is tomorrow.
That's
That game's
tomorrow.
tomorrow. That game's tomorrow. So
we'll be at Wings and Rings tomorrow too.
we will be. We will.
and you'll be the master of
I'll
ceremony.
be there
So you're
today,
heading
tomorrow.
You're heading
What is your
straight
role
over
at
there right
Wings
now,
and
aren't you?
Rings?
I don't have
Do you just eat the wings?
Yeah, he does.
I eat people's.
I'll be there about 9 o'clock, setting up here in about an hour from now, and then we'll be on the air at 10.
What do you-
But doors open at 10:30. Do not come at 10. 10:30. Doors open.
Don't. So if they get there like at 10:10, they're
They're sitting
knocking on-
outside. They're
They're
standing
tapping
outside.
on the
Are
door.
you going to admonish
They're
them
not
when
getting
you
in.
walk in? Walk
No,
by?
I'll go
Are
10:30.
you giving the balls out?
Someone will be. Well, I don't know if I will be doing it. I will be
Is someone
giving
giving
out.
Are they going
raffle
to
tickets.
turn it every time when someone walks through the door? Because that could be the line could be either just out. There.
Okay, all right.
It
You
could
know
be
what?
out
It could
forever.
happen, Bill. You never know what happens there.
Might not
We'll
start
see.
till 2, Jake.
If we do it,
We're not saying this about Jake. He's running everything.
Yeah.
Someone will
Do
be
what
there.
you do.
Someone
Just do
will
what
be
you do.
there to do the ping pong balls. I will be giving away raffle tickets for.
We should be asking him how we can help.
Well, I can tell you off the air. The
Yeah.
spillover is next. An early break on the ticket.
Mike Shaver here to tell you that Trek CBD has a new name, and it's Hemp Boss. It's the same product you've grown to love. Just spring sports are on the horizon, and Hemp Boss has a variety of products that help calm me down, during games and on the golf course so I don't go over the top. And they have a variety of options for you to calm you down before, during, and after any. Whether you're looking for drinkable Delta 8 seltzers, hemp-derived Delta 9 syrups for your beverages, or anything else, Hemp Boss has it all. Hemp Boss, naturally healthy CBD.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Rain eventually changing over and mixing with snow by late in the morning into this afternoon, as temps will eventually fall into the mid-30s. North winds could gust over 40 at times. Overnight, partly cloudy with a low of around 23. A mix of sun and clouds tomorrow, still breezy with a high of 40. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. The internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in March. Try their pesto cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. For lunch, try the salmon panini with provolone, sesame oil, and tomatoes on a ciabatta roll with bagel chips. Perfect for Lent. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe. Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced on growth and innovation. Career opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
One of the Nebraska Lottery's most exclusively fun promotions is back. Cash Blast. Until April 18th, buy a 2x2 ticket, enter the voucher number, and you could win $5,000 or $500. If your winning voucher is from a 7-day draw ticket or a multiple of 7 ticket, your prize is doubled. There will be 7 weekly drawings and 14 total winners in Cash Blast. So play today. You'll have a blast. But that goes without saying. 2x2 top prize odds, 1 in 105,000.
Haven't played Powerball from the Nebraska Lottery in a while? It's easy, fun, and you could win a fortune. Visit your nearest Nebraska Lottery retailer. Pick 5 numbers between 1 and 69 and a Powerball number between 1 and 26. Or just ask the clerk for a quick pick. With the starting jackpot in the millions and drawings Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, you'll soon remember why Powerball is Nebraska's favorite lotto game. Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Are you planting this spring? Make safety your priority. LES requires any landscaping or trees to be planted a safe distance from electric and equipment to give crews safe access. Visit les.com/trees to learn more.
March is a month of good luck. From epic runs in state basketball to watching Cinderella spring the upset in college basketball. And of course, St. Patrick's Day. Luck is on your side at Mullen Motors too, because their lot is full of great vehicles to take home. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride, as summer road trips are just around the corner. Your luck starts this month at Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like getting new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best we can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. We're on the brink of spring cleanups for all of our existing customers and have limited spots left. We trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give us a call today at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of our designers and get ready for Tailored Life's grand opening in Bennett.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jake.
Jake, you're a freaking nutcase.
Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We'll keep Schaefer around for the spillover here. Raph and AD will come on after this.
Oh,
but, they're going to build.
Are they in the building?
They'll be on in a few minutes here. Again, if you're just tuning in, March Mayhem, March Madness. We can't say Madness because it's a trademark. March Mayhem is our promotion at Buffalo Wings and Rings today and tomorrow. We'll be there at 10. Doors open at 10:30. Come get in line for a ping pong ball. The first 64 people at Buffalo Wings and Rings, 68th and 0, will have a name of a team on the ping pong ball. If that team makes the Final Four, you win sweet prizes.
If somebody, I'll throw a prize. I'll figure out it'll be something very good. Someone get a photo of Jake through the window when they're standing there early, and he gives them the watch signal.
It's not
10:30, like I told you. Try to get a photo of
As
that.
it's just raining on him outside.
Oh, yeah. Doors open at 10:30.
10:30.
Yeah.
Okay. And it is raining. So
We'll be on the air at 10.
10.
But doors open 10:30. The ping pong balls will be free to free to access at 10:30. How about that?
So you get a ball, and if that ball wins it all, you're going to get a good prize, or even in the Final Four, you get a good prize.
That's right. Someone is assuming, Sip, that you were going to have all 1 seeds in your Final Four bracket.
No, I don't. I haven't even picked it.
You said Alabama.
Well, I love Alabama to win, but I haven't picked a Final Four. I haven't picked a Final Four.
Is there a team that you like?
Alabama. I love Alabama to win.
So he likes
Chalk.
the 1 seed.
Straight
He
chalk.
likes the number 1 overall seed in the dance.
I like
Go
Bama to win
figure.
it all. I like Oats.
Not a blue blood.
Yeah.
Football, yes. Basketball, no.
No, absolutely not.
If I'm picking, I don't like Kansas out of the West. So who would I like? Texas, probably. They're not in the West, though. So forget that because they're in the Midwest.
I was fascinated by how Texas had changed its
Right, they have not. I don't know who
they're in the Midwest.
I don't like Gonzaga in that.
I'd talk you into UCLA.
They're down 2 shape, but down 2 guys, 1 for sure.
They're down 2 guys you've never seen play.
I've seen UCLA play though. I like them. I just don't know if they're going to be a Final Four.
They're a little chippy too. They felt they should have been a 1 seed. They're very chippy.
Well, that probably works in their favor.
I think that's a product of their coach.
To win the 3-piece suit. Have you seen
Can
it?
Arizona State
I was watching. He's immaculately dressed.
Yeah.
I mean, it was him and Tad Boyle. Tad Boyle looked like he bought his suit off.
Take Texas in the Midwest, Jake. So Texas in the Final Four.
I have them in my Final Four. Now I feel bad about it because you told me to take them.
Don't take Purdue in the East. Take
Purdue's losing round 2.
Purdue
They're
does-
not making
Purdue does-
next weekend.
Purdue does not get the Sweet 16. I'm saying
Purdue's losing to Memphis.
I'll
or FAU.
go opposite of everybody.
Okay, Purdue. You're taking Purdue.
A lot of
Who are
Marquette.
you saying they're losing?
Either Memphis or FAU. Memphis just beat Houston by 10 points in the final.
I'm with Jake on that.
Memphis is, I think, beats FAU, and then I think they beat Purdue. So that's my first
Yeah,
1 seed.
I'm
out.
okay putting Purdue in the Elite 8.
Wow. All right, Shafe.
Take
I got
Marquette,
Yeah,
in
Marquette.
the East.
God damn.
I have
Oh,
Marquette in the
this is
finals.
bad.
No, it's not. It's good.
So you guys
two-
have the same. You have the same.
Who was your
brackets.
team in the West?
I didn't pick
Bottom right. That's
Yeah.
Kansas, UCLA.
I don't know who. Can you guys get Arizona State there?
11 seed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can you
possibly.
get an Arizona
There's
State
gotta
as
be
a
some
big-
team that makes
Yeah, as
an
a big
epic run.
time epic run.
Doesn't have to be.
Why is there no North? Why is it South, East, West,
Yeah, where's the
Midwest?
Where's
makes
the
no
damn North
This
at?
makes no sense to me. Let's go with
Oh,
some.
that's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's like a directional school
This is
type of
stupid.
thing like that. Yeah,
Midwest and
Yeah,
West. We
yeah.
don't need that.
You don't
So
need
Jake,
Your-
you have
Villanova would be your most recent North champion, I guess.
could be.
Yeah.
They'd be more of an East champion, wouldn't they?
Like kind of North.
Right, but like
Well,
that's
Philadelphia.
where do you
you're,
start?
right, you're basically right on the
Where's
ocean.
East and what's
You're on the ocean, just so you know. Just
I just say there's
Yeah.
probably no North team that actually like fits.
I agree with that, but I assume by regions it would still be. I don't know why you'd have a West and a Midwest.
So I typically, I told you guys, I finish about dead last almost every
Who's your
year
Final
in
Four?
This is why guaranteed to be carnage because I've got Bama, I've
Okay.
got Marquette,
okay. You got Bama and Marquette playing for
the Final Four.
Final Four. Okay.
Texas, Texas and UCLA. So I've got
I like it.
2 seeds into 1. Guaranteed carnage because
No, I
I
like it.
actually
Yeah.
went chalk, which is not a good thing.
I just don't like UCLA.
I hate
I
chalk.
like the rest of your picks. Thank you. Good
Okay.
job, Jake.
Well, by the way, if you want to join our bracket contest again, at 11 a.m. is when this thing closes down.
Not 11
ESPN, 11 a.m. ESPN.com. You might have heard the website. 93.7 the ticket, 464-5685. So our phone number with the ticket, 93.7 the ticket. The phone number, 464-5685. That is our official bracket contest.
Do you think me and Bill could do this without any snafus?
No, you've already have it on your timeline. You retweeted my tweet that goes right.
I
to
mean, once we click on and have to fill it out,
it's going to be a disaster after that. Schaefer,
Because
I'm
it-
not doing
that.
Hold your hand
Yeah,
and walk
there's
you
no-
through
there's
it.
Does it? Is it complicated?
No,
It's not
Yeah.
hard.
you
It's
just click on the team that you think is going to win, and it'll just push it forward.
Okay.
I believe in you. You're going to get it done.
Right.
You can get that done. I'm not going to attempt it. So no.
No.
absolutely
Oh, you.
not.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't.
All right.
I don't.
No,
do
no, you got
brackets.
it. Yeah,
I do
yeah.
that. Take Utah State to win though.
Utah State.
They'll
Before we
win
get out of here,
for sure.
I got to give away one more prize. We're giving away all sorts of stuff today. Prizes galore. We got promotions. UFC. We got UFC coming up this
Whoa.
weekend. Yeah, UFC this weekend. You've got UFC 286, Usman versus Edwards. It's the third time, number 3. If you want to watch this, you can watch it Upside Bar Lounge at 27th and Pine Lake.
Okay.
And if you want to win a gift card, we got 2 $15 gift cards given away right now.
All right.
So the first 2 callers at 402-464-5685 will win 2 $15 gift cards, Upside Bar and Lounge. Go watch UFC 286 this weekend there.
Okay.
And join us today also at Wings and Rings and tomorrow. So, all right, that's it for us. The Drive with AD and Raph is next for Mike Schaefer and Bill Busch and Steve Sipple. I'm Jake Sorensen. See you.
Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your